All right, man. We got a full house tonight, man. Jerry, this is your
What's up?
episode, brother.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I think we got a full house
Great.
tonight. Well, let's start off with meeting the guests, then we'll introduce the normal cast. All right, we got the great Shane Paisley, the Mooger Fooger, joining us tonight. How you doing?
I'm well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, anytime, man. Then we got, of course, Mr. Pittsburgh Steeler himself, Joseph Staub. How you doing?
Doing good.
And then, of course, our new center square, Andy Rodriguez with the Blackspinner Podcast. How you doing, man?
Hi, everybody. How's everything going?
Great.
Good. We're all
Wonderful to be here. Great to be
And
here.
then besides me and Mark, we have, the star. He goes last. Charles Trainer, man. How you doing, man?
I'd be doing better if we didn't fucking have people wearing Steelers jerseys, but other than that, we're doing fine.
Dude, I'm wearing Night Ranger hat, LA Gun shirt. I got a Night Ranger record behind me and a Duran Duran record, but he gets it more on the Steelers. Shit, I can't win.
Well, now that you pointed that out, so start giving him shit now.
No, the Steeler hate is stronger with him on the band. So there you go.
Well, that's
Yeah.
okay, Mark. I'm sure one of my picks will piss you off here pretty soon. So
Oh, nothing pisses me off. Just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it. But man, so let's get to our BS, man. Since we have a full house, we had to talk about this because Jan Wiener Boy has been ousted from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man. And these three next stories will go with it a little bit. So let's start with you, Shane. What do you think about the Wiener not getting his dick sucked now? Oh, I mean John Wiener getting thrown out.
Anyone that bias against anything, not only women, black people, Ted Nugent, I mean, that's just beyond offensive. Get out, and let some other people in. So some of those other important bands in if he was blocking them in any kind of way. So yeah, I think it's bullshit. Well, it's not bullshit he was thrown out. I think it's bullshit what he said. So I mean, how can it be taken any other way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Jerry, thoughts, man?
I agree with what Shane said. I mean, guys, deserved everything he got to be kicked out. So fuck him. So that's all I really got to say.
Joseph?
yeah, I mean, I honestly doubt that the Hall of Fame is really going to change that much with him going. I don't think they're going to start all of a sudden letting all these bands in that they never let in before, just because he's gone. But I mean, he was clearly just not a good person. So I'm glad he's out.
Nice. Andy.
Yeah, now we know why there weren't so many women being inducted. He probably stopped a lot of that from happening because, but it's good to see that someone who is so short-minded and pretty much hated anything that's not like him out of something like that. And it kind of sucked that when they voted, there were 2 votes to keep him, which was John Landau and himself. Why was he allowed to vote in this? I don't understand.
All right.
That's crazy that he was allowed to vote. No, I don't think I should be ousted. Okay. It's dumb.
All right.
That's like a jury pool, and the defendant is part of the jury.
Right.
John Landau, man. What the fuck, dude? What's wrong with you? Fuck. I used to respect that dude. Fuck that shit. I'm just going fucking right on. Fuck you, Jan fucking music hater, hip hop lover, fucking putting shit in the fucking Hall of Fame. Fuck you, karma, bitch. And fuck you, man. Journey will never get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know why Foreigner's not in there? Because he had a beef with Mick Jones, and Mick Jones, Lou Graham said this. He goes, they went in the office, they were friends, and he goes in the office, and all of a sudden Mick and his friend is walking out. He said, "You'll never be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Mick Jones. Fuck Foreigner." It's political, man. It's like
Well, I don't think that they belong in the Hall of Fame either. So.
Those sales of the albums. Foreigner, Lou
Dude,
Graham,
not even close.
No. Hall of Fame should be for the best of the best.
Dude,
Journey
the first 4 albums were
the best.
they were the first band to have fucking the first 4 albums go over platinum. What are you
But is
talking
their
about?
music the best of the best?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Foreigner
Okay.
fucking rules.
Dude,
Blue
yes,
Morning, Blue
it
Day,
rules.
Double
We're talking
Vision,
about-
songs that are stuck in your head all day.
That's
But-
fine. They make
but-
great songs, but they're not the best of the best, Mark.
Yes,
To be
they
in
are.
the
They're
Hall of
better.
Fame.
They're better than Neil Young.
If I could step in here, though, does anybody the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is fictional? I mean, it's fictitious. We all know who our Rock and Roll Hall of Fame people are.
Right.
Yeah.
We know who we love, who we support,
Hey,
who we know
I
should have
agree.
been there. Okay, I mean, so what? They're not in that Cleveland Hall of Fame, whatever. But it's sad. Yeah, I mean, how high up was this guy? I mean, on being able to say who got in
top.
and who didn't.
The
The
top
top.
guy.
The top.
Yeah, he
top.
was pretty much up
He
there.
was numero uno.
Okay, well, thank God for Tom Morello, because that's how we got Judas Priest. That's how we
Yeah.
got Randy Rhoads. That's how we got so many others so far.
And
I mean,
Metallica
he
got
gets them on
Deep
kind
Purple.
of bullshit backtail kind of stuff. But
Metallica got Deep Purple in.
that's nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in my eyes, Kiss was in the Hall of Fame in my eyes when I was fucking 6 years old. Okay, they were my Hall of Famers. So, I don't know. The brick and mortar, do you really need an induction to get the certification? You don't.
No.
If Iron Maiden were ever to get in, I guarantee you there's one guy who might show up, and that's Nico McBrain.
That's fucked up. I think Iron Maiden says fuck the Hall of Fame, but you know what? A lot of bands have said that, and then they went to the induction ceremony. So
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
Except
because
for-
it means a
except
lot
for
to them.
Except for Axl Rose and Johnny Rotten, man. You know.
And the Van Halen brothers.
Well, no, that was because Dave Lee Roth
And Peter Cetera.
Peter Cetera. Well, that was because of the band. He didn't like. Aren't they like fucking? They hate each other. They all hate Cetera.
Yeah.
What did Cetera do?
Some of that stuff
Was a
Sierra
dick.
did
Some
was
of that
some of the
North
best
Side
stuff
Chicago,
they
that's
ever
why.
did.
He ruled. That's what he did.
Oh,
Hey,
Because
you know, the
he's
greatest
becoming-
part.
He's becoming the face in a faceless band. That's why they did
Yeah.
that.
The
Because
greatest
so-
part of this is Mark Alden Taylor showing his true colors, because I knew you cared about that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
no.
I knew you did.
No.
You just losing your shit
No.
about Germany and
A
Foreigner. I
foreigner.
knew it. I
No,
knew you
not
cared.
foreigner being in there.
I
I'm
knew
saying
it.
it's political. I was arguing with Andy because he says foreigner doesn't make good music to be Hall of Fame worthy.
I
That's
didn't
what
say
was
they didn't make good
arguing about.
music.
I wasn't arguing about the Hall of Fame. I'm saying he's wrong on Foreigner's music, but music is
Yeah.
subjective. I
Right.
love fucking Foreigner. Foreigner is personal to me. Lou Gramm is one of my fucking all-time favorite singers.
Okay.
You just said
Yeah.
they should be
He's
in
great.
there. You have a list ready, don't you?
Of what?
Of who's going in now. Iron
I don't
Maiden.
fucking care.
Dude,
dude.
I know the Maiden twats are sitting there like,
If it's
yeah,
your, if it's
finally.
your goal,
finally.
if
I
it's
know
your
it.
goal to get your favorite band into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there's something wrong, man. Because fuck that place. The
I
WWE,
agree.
the WWE Hall of Fame is more fucking viable than the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You see,
Yeah.
I love the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think
The only
it's a
thing I like about it,
fantastic
the only thing
season.
I like about it is you get to see a good band maybe reunite and play a couple, gig or play a couple songs together. That's about it.
Or you get Velvet Revolver trying to do Van Halen and walk off the stage because Slash couldn't do the lead.
Wow.
That was
Yeah.
hilarious. That
They
was
would do that for Foreigner too, because there is nobody in Foreigner anymore.
well.
And you saw
I
him.
agree with that, but I've seen Lou live and he's really good. I know
Tonight,
I
playing
know
Foreigner music.
Huh?
Rival Sons.
Oh, shut up.
The Rock and Roll
No,
Hall
but
of Fame.
Mark, I do agree with you. Foreigner does have some good music. They do. But to me, it's just not the top of the
But
top. That's
Talk for you, but I'm talking about their sales. They are astronomical with those first 4 albums.
Not really, no.
They were.
One or maybe a couple million albums. Styx outsold them. Styx isn't in the Hall of
Well,
Fame.
Six was the first band to have like 4 straight albums, 2 million copies. So
Yeah, and Foreigner didn't
so
do
Foreigner
that.
was the first
so-
one to have 4.
No, Styx was.
Styx was.
Foreigner sold a lot of shit. That sold. That,
Why isn't Kansas
no, I think
in
that
there?
first
Why
album
isn't
sold a
Kansas
lot.
in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, why
Yeah, why
who
ain't
gives
Kansas?
a fuck? I love
because they don't like Southern rock.
What about Nazareth? Can't
Yeah.
Southern rock,
dude.
Kansas.
Nazareth rules. I've been listening to a lot of Nazareth,
Good one.
dude. I've been putting
Nazareth
it in
is
my.
not Southern rock.
They're English, right?
That's an old joke.
Yeah.
No, been around a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. But let's get to the next story, like with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because
More foreigner news.
yeah, I love this guy, and I know we all like him, and I know he don't give a fuck about the Hall of Fame like us, but since Jan Wiener is out,
about it. Not us. You.
Ted
You do.
Nugent, man.
Yeah.
Ted Nugent. This is what he said. So whenever or ever in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, now that's lying, misogynistic, racist, John Wiener has been thrown off the board. And my good friend, quite honestly, ultra leftist Tom Morello from the band Rage Against the Machine is on the board. Some people have mentioned to me that they're considering putting me in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What do you think about that? Mooger Fooger?
I love Tom Morello. We couldn't be more diametrically opposed politically, but I love that man because he loves music and he has really good activism actually. And the fact that him and Ted Nugent can get together on anything, the stars aligned and the planet's going to explode. But I think it's well said. I mean, Ted Nugent, if you read his entire statement, was on point. He's on point just the way everybody else was on point with his stuff. So love Ted Nugent for his politics, hate him for his politics, love him for his music, love him for who he is. That's my take.
All right, Jerry.
Love Ted Nugent's music, but you're never going to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I don't think he'll give two shits either way. He just commented on that, but he ain't getting into the Hall of Fame, and I hope he doesn't because fuck that place. I wish we could vote to get people out of the fucking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
But I'm saying, what if the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame changes and puts all our favorite bands in there?
Good.
Would you still say fuck the Hall of Fame? I'm just saying. I'm not saying I like the Hall of Fame.
No, if it gets more legit, puts rock and roll bands in there,
and they stop skipping the hip hop. Yeah.
Yes.
The only two bands that were hip hop that went in would Run DMC and Beastie Boys. They had a lot of rock elements, so I agree.
I mean, do you think Aerosmith would get into the hip hop Hall of Fame?
No. Well, I think they did for that song, dude.
I don't think they did.
I think that song did.
The song is in there, but not
the song is in there. Yeah.
Ooh, shit. The hip hop Hall of Fame.
Holy shit!
Is there really a hip hop Hall of Fame?
Yes, there is.
Yeah,
there is a hip hop Hall of Fame.
Is there? I don't know.
It's not completed the building yet. But yeah.
Oh,
we'll see about
that. Okay.
Yeah.
We think Kerry King will be if the Beastie Boys
Kiss should be in there for Tone Loc's work. Van Halen should be in there for Tone Loc's work. Billy Squire should be a first ballot hip hop.
Yeah, right.
What?
Yeah.
Because of the beats from the big beat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Stay with us, Hall of Fame lover. Stay with us.
I'm not a Hall of Fame dude.
Yes, you
know
are.
what you're
You're ready for Foreigner's induction right now.
Mark Hader is gonna pick up on this, and then fucking Mark lives the Hall of Fame. Thanks, Charles. I get enough shit as it is. I don't need any more, man.
Oh, you're all ready for Foreigner.
I love fucking Foreigner, man.
You're like a kid on Christmas Eve. You're just waiting, chomping at the bit. Maybe Nugent too.
No, I'm saying what Nugent said. That's all.
I know. Nugent would deserve to go in there.
Yeah, he would.
Here's my take.
That's your take? Nothing.
Yep, that's my take. He would deserve to go in there if it was a real place.
Yeah, all right, I don't think he'd give a shit either way.
No, I don't either. But if somebody deserved it, and Meatloaf,
sure, music-wise,
my Meatloaf,
absolutely,
yeah.
Shit,
but I mean, in general, I don't honestly, I don't know what I'd hate worse if they all of a sudden just started putting all these bands in and realizing and kind of recognizing that they were being stupid all these years. I think that would make me hate them even more because then that's just them kind of accepting that they were being morons all these years and now saying, okay, well, now I guess we'll put all these bands in that have actually deserved to be in the entire time. Well, so what? I mean, I think anyone who puts any credence into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, regardless of who's in there, who's not in there, you deserve what you get.
I agree with Jerry. I watch it for the performances from bands that you haven't seen in a while, like Judas Priest, KK. That was pretty special.
And just the name, the Rock and Roll. Talking about rock and roll, which is just about on its fucking death rattle.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it
I
is.
think
In America, not around the world.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not
Okay.
bigger.
It's not on his death rattle
Oh,
in
no.
America anyway, baby.
No, there's a lot of new bands coming out.
Tell
that
me
are
something.
rock
Tell
and
me
roll.
in 20 years when these 70s artists and these 80s artists are all dying, what rock and roll is going to look like.
Rival Sons.
Yeah.
Come on.
You always
Rival Sons. You saw Five
I
Finger
hope
out there
so.
doing
I'm
big
cheering
business.
for him.
Well,
Love
him or hate him.
Five Fingers pretty old compared to Rival Sons.
I'm cheering for him. I hope they do, but I just don't see it. Sorry.
Dirty Honey, they're totally self-produced.
So
Oh,
are they going to
but-
get good at Led Zeppelin?
the goddamn Eddie
Is,
Trump man.
is anybody
No,
gonna, are any of these bands going to get any kind of commercial recognition like the bands that we love got in the 70s? No.
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 It's
You know who's
always-
going to be
Not at all.
you never
never
know.
know.
You know who's going to be
They're
elected to the Rock and Roll
mediocre.
Hall of Fame in 20 years? Ed Sheeran,
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, fucking people like that are going to be nominated in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 20 years.
And they're
If it's
going to be
still called
in
the
his
Rock
first
and Roll.
ballot.
Hey,
Rival
Sons will
Ed
not be the
Sheeran's
Rock
pretty
and Roll Hall of
awesome. Okay.
I'm
I
just
bet you 20
saying
years
they
from now,
might be
Rival Sons-
a
Okay.
huge
If
band in 20 years.
If we're alive 20 years from now, I will. I
I'm
don't know.
hoping to be.
If the Rival Sons are still together in 20 years, man, I'll give you $100.
Dude, they got like 10 albums out already, dude. They fucking rule.
Hey, Ace of Base might finally get in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I
Maybe
hate the fact that I got to say that, but if you look,
I saw the
You know what'd be awesome? You know who it'd be awesome just so I could just like say something to Charles. Fucking Oasis got in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Charles.
I don't care. I don't care one way or the other.
I know, but you
I
just said Ace of
honestly-
Base. Fuck, you know
Ace of Base
that's
fucking
that
rules, man.
You know
They
that
fucking
triggers
kick
me.
ass.
My
They're
ex-wife
like this-
made me listen to that all the
I
time.
heard it. That doesn't mean I got to dislike it because of your.
No, it doesn't. But you don't have to
No.
tease me about it.
Sure, I didn't tease you. They're like the second coming of ABBA.
That's
It's like
Ghost.
the same. It's like the younger sisters of ABBA.
I don't know,
Red-
Mark. Your armor is
Redhead girl,
cracking.
blonde girl.
Your armor's cracking with Ghost. You keep liking more and more songs.
I like
every week.
6 songs.
There's going to be 8, and then it's going to be 10. And you'll be like, damn, why didn't I like this band?
But I will say the Hall of Fame Museum, I don't care what anybody says, is worth going to.
Sure.
First, of
Yeah,
all,
it is.
you get to visit the Pearl in the North Shore, Cleveland, Ohio. Second of all, the artifacts in the museum itself is definitely worth it. And you're supporting the local economy of an American city that people are working there. So I'm not against it because it was a big shot of civic pride. I've just, for Cleveland, I just never liked the way they put them in, the bands.
And you're not too far from Kent if you want to see the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's
correct.
about an
Cool area.
hour.
Cool
About an
area.
hour.
Well, you know who the biggest one on the fan vote to get in the Hall of Fame is? It's our next story.
Corner?
No, Motley Crue songs are so good, everybody is killing it, says John 5.
Next.
Fan vote. Fan vote don't mean shit,
But
unfortunately.
I know, but Motley Crue's the number 1 on the fan vote right now.
I read that they're going to do a cover of what's that? Oh my god, I'm so sleepy right now.
They
But
already
of the
did Like a
Beastie Boys-
Virgin. That was horrible.
No, they're going to release a cover of "Fight for Your Right to Party."
Oh
Like
yeah, I
this-
read that too.
God.
Yeah,
You know, Sammy
Yeah.
didn't even do a good version of that song, so I don't think.
Oh, a big shock.
The Beastie Boys barely did a good version of that song.
What are you talking about?
nobody should.
What?
Nobody
Well-
should redo that song.
The Beastie Boys, that video is fucking 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid coming on, watching guys shotgun beers, saying pussy on MTV. That was fucking awesome. I love that fucking song, man.
Did they ever
But
make it in the
seriously-
Beastie Boys? They ever make it in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
I said the only 2 that deserved to be in a rock was the Beastie Boys and Run DMC.
But seriously, well, actually, NWA did too. But
Yeah.
since you're the
Don't get me
arbiter of
started.
justice, you-
Don't get me started.
Deserve
I
it.
could give you a list.
I love our run.
But Hagar didn't make a good cover of it.
No.
Really, Hagar. Hey, extreme guy out there, I still think they suck. Please comment, like, and subscribe.
Did you see the comment I sent you?
Yeah. I wasn't in the band. I played sports and only dork skateboard. All right.
I didn't. I wanted to reply to him to shut the fuck up.
No. Haters
opinion.
rule. Haters rule.
Oh, I love Extreme, so fuck off. I got tickets for February, but I didn't even say anything, man. So
I
that's
wish
cool.
Hagar would go through with him.
I thought
You'd
it
be
was
in
funny,
heaven.
man. But Motley Crue songs are so good. Let's see, go Joseph. I'm gonna have to wait. Let me go because Mooger Fooger changed spots to confuse the fuck out of me. Jerry, you go first because you're in my first box.
What did I tell you last couple weeks about Motley? I don't give two fucking shits. I don't care if it sounds like fucking heaven or fucking taking a big fucking fart. I don't care. I'm tired of Motley Crue. Tired of them. Go away, man. You're right, Mark. I'm going to make a point. I'm going to have to start finding stuff to talk about on BS. I agree with you. I need to. You're right on that. I'm going to. I mean, okay, in all fairness, good for them. I'm glad he's getting paid to say that they sound good.
Yeah, but they thought the songs on the Dirt soundtrack sounded good.
Have you heard Vince Neil's voice lately? How can that possibly sound good?
But you know who liked the songs on the Dirt was Nate Bushy. He liked those songs.
Well, Bushy also likes Sammy Hagar. So what's your point?
Hey, I like Sammy Hagar. I don't like those songs. I don't like those songs.
Motley Crue to me is like Kiss, man. They're fucking their what do you call that? Their legendary status is just gone. They should have retired in 2012. We'll be talking good stuff about them, I guarantee it. But man, they totally ruined it, man. Sorry.
All right, totally. Charles, you're next now.
Fuck Motley Crue.
Read that Journey news.
All right,
man.
Jerry.
Find Motley Crue news. Come on, man.
We haven't talked about them in like over a month. So
no way.
I will definitely listen to the new album though.
Why would you?
Just so I can make fun of it.
I'll say it'll be a good laugh.
Yes.
Hey man, everybody's waiting for that new Dawkins album, even me.
But if you say, well, I mean, we're saying about Bushy, he didn't even know they're making a new album.
And what did I tell him? I said, I guess you don't watch or listen to the shows because we talked about that.
I'm surprised. He had no clue they're making a new album. So
you know what, Bushy? I know you're not watching, but fuck, I listen to every fucking one of your podcasts, asshole. All right. I'm just joking. I love the guy. Anything else, Charles?
John Five, he's a paycheck player. He's way overqualified for that band. He's doing it for a living. He's getting paid to say that.
All right, Andy, what do you think? You probably don't give a fuck, but what do you think?
Yeah, but it's true what Jerry's saying. John Five's becoming a nice little spokesperson for them.
Yeah.
Because he's just saying what he's being told to say. And he's really losing a lot of street cred that he had, in my opinion. It's 2023. Who cares what Motley Crue does anymore? Who cares if there's a new album coming out? It's just going to be horrible. It's been decades since they've made music that has mattered. Decades. I'm done.
Shane, Mooger Fooger. Oh, yeah.
Well, if they bring Karabi back, it'll be good.
Yes.
Regardless. But the only album I think Vince Neil sounded the perfect album of his, Shout at the Devil.
Sure.
There's not one song I'll skip. Everything's perfect.
What song do you skip? Perfect. God Bless the Children of the Beast?
No, I fucking love it.
Not one.
Yeah. Which one?
There's not a bad song on that record, period. And
what song do you skip? I just wanted to know.
He just said not one of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm not skipping one of them.
Oh, my bad.
And I'm not skipping, even though like the 1994 album has some weak spots, it was amazing. I was like a Motley Crue fan again. And then when Generation Swine came out, I was just crying. I was sad. So I'm sure Bob Rock can make some magic happen with Vince Neil's vocals. You have John Five on guitar, which he was on guitar, and DJ Ashba, most of Saints of Los Angeles. very little Mick on that record, period. I mean, I hate to say that, but I don't know, man. It's going to be what it is. They're going to put it out. They're going to release some shit. We like it or we don't like it. So
I'm just curious if John Fives has the permission to write anything on that album.
He said he did write with them.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's going to be playing.
But you can do magic with that. You can do magic with that voice in the studio, but you can't do magic with that voice live. So
Hence Don Dokken. There you go. But
hey, I'm going to see Doc on November 11th. It's on Saturday here in Fort Wayne. I'm not expecting greatness, but maybe just at least the music.
You liked Yngwie's voice.
It wasn't bad.
What?
It
I bought that album Parabellum. It was fucking horrible.
It wasn't bad. What he only sung maybe portions of 2 songs.
Oh, but he got another singer?
His little band that he shoved into a corner all on top of each other so he could have his Grand Marshall amplifiers and him out front. There were 2 dudes singing, the drummer and the bass player.
Okay, that's good because that new album Parabellum was shit. He sang
I haven't
everything.
heard it.
Don't listen to it. I bought it. I got the box set. But
I'm gonna tell you, that was kind of like, okay, I've been waiting to see the guys since I was 15. Finally saw them, and it was fucking amazing. There was like maybe a total of 80 people there. I was one of 30 in the VIP section, and I'm glad I was. My ears rung for a week. You know, it was good. It was fun. It was fun, and I saw this guy rip right in front of me, and it was amazing. So.
Nice. So Joseph, Motley Crue new album.
Yeah, no, not buying it.
All right.
I have no interest in it.
But you'll listen to it, right? To see if it's
I'll listen to whatever the first single is, get a couple chuckles out of it, and then never put it on ever again.
okay, but what if you like it? Well,
I won't.
Yeah, because
I won't. There's
the...
literally no chance. I would. I have more faith that I would like a Sammy Hagar song than I would music. That's sad.
I love Sammy. He rules. But I'm gonna say I will listen to it. I did like Saints of Los Angeles. I like New Tattoo, most of it. I didn't like Generation Swan, but 94 is the second best album after Shout. And I like Too Fast for Love is the third. I do love Theater of Pain. I love Dr. Feelgood. So I think I'm a bigger Motley Crue than all of you guys. Maybe Shane might be there a little bit more with me. But then fuck, I think that we need to get Joseph, man. You just saw Kix's final concert, man.
Yes. Yep. Sunday night, Meriwether Post Pavilion in Columbia, Maryland. Nice local show for them. And I could not believe how packed that place was. I mean, that I've seen probably 8 or 9 shows there at that venue. I've never seen it that packed. And I saw Slayer's farewell tour at that venue, and it wasn't as packed as it was for Kix on Sunday night. And they put on a great show. The opener was another local Baltimore band, Child's Play. It was kind of a bit of a reunion concert for them. They were really good. But then Kix came out and put on a great show. I mean, they brought out 2 of their former guitar players, played a couple tracks with them, and they just put on a great show. And Kix normally doesn't really do that much as far as like big stage production or anything. Usually it's just kind of like a stripped down rock show. But for this show, they had this big set, and they had all the fire and the fireworks going off, and they had big ramps to walk up, and they balloons and confetti and all kinds of different stuff. And it was a really, really neat show. They pulled out some rare tracks. They did a couple little medleys throughout the show of just like probably 2 or 3 minute long instrumental medleys of a bunch of rare tracks and stuff that Steve Whiteman said that they had been getting a lot of requests to play a lot of deep tracks and stuff that they didn't want to play. So they just played a little bunch of little snippets of it through little instrumental medleys. And no, it was a great show. I'm really, really glad that I got to see him. That was my 10th time seeing him. I'm glad I got to see him one last time. And I know there was a couple people that we know from Facebook that were there. Ryan T. Russell was there. Jim Russell was there. A couple other guys.
Jim Russell was there.
Yeah. That I didn't get to see, unfortunately, but I know they were there too, and they said that they had a great time. But yeah, no, I think it was a great show.
Yeah, cool band. They had a couple of duds in my opinion, but they were a cool band.
Yeah. Midnight Dynamite rules. Come on. I can't.
Yeah, because Mark says it. If he says it rules, it's awesome. It's the greatest.
It rules to me, man.
You just chastise him for saying he didn't thought there was a couple duds.
It's a show and I could bust his balls. Come on,
man. Chastise him. You're in that foreigner mood.
You know what? I'm a dirty white boy. That's why, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
you're in your foreigner feelings.
You know, I don't want to make love on the telephone.
Get some bonbons and
you're
sit on an ice
you
pad.
know, Charles, you're a long, long way from home.
Oh,
yes, I am.
And you know what? It feels like the first time because you haven't been on here in a while. So
that was great footage. There are pictures you put up there about for the Kicks show. That was pretty awesome. And
yeah, I loved that. I think Merriweather was doing that now, where they do like those drone shots for all the different shows.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And that was the first time I'd seen it, but that was a really cool. I mean, like I said, I had never seen that venue that packed. There was easily probably between 15 and 20,000 people there for that show.
Oh wow!
Is that why I saw a drone over the last Foreigner concert I just saw? Taking pictures. Oh, I was wondering what that drone was above Irvine.
Yeah, I think a lot of venues are doing that now, where they'll send a drone up during the show to take pictures of the crowd and stuff.
I was going, shit, we're gonna die. They're gonna bomb us. I don't know what the fuck that was, man.
No, they wouldn't waste their time on that.
Well, no, there's barely anybody at a Foreigner concert.
Yeah.
Did you see Foreigner Loverboy?
You're at a Foreigner show.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought somebody did. I love the Foreigner. Loverboy had a short set because they were like,
Loverboy.
Loverboy rules, dude. Fucking, you know what? Everybody.
They belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too.
Yes, they deserve it more.
I didn't say they did. No, I didn't say Loverboy. Loverboy is great. I love Loverboy. I love Mike Reno.
They have a couple of decent songs.
Dean is a great guitarist. He's a great guitarist, dude. Dean.
You know these dudes' names?
Paul Dean, man. Paul Dean, man.
You know him, huh?
Oh, dude, I grew up with Loverboy, man.
I only know Mike Reno and Paul Dean. I don't know the rest.
Yeah,
those Canadian legends.
Mike Reno used to have a great
I only
voice.
know the two guys. Paul Dean and Mike Reno.
That's not bad. I thought you knew like the.
I know what the drummer looks like, but I don't know his name.
You knew like the guitar techs names and all that.
No, that's only for Night Ranger.
You know the guitar tech's name for Night Ranger?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
All right, man. So everybody talked about. Everybody talk about the new Motley Crue? Now we talked about his. I saw Ringo on Sunday. Ringo Starr's all-star band.
Now you're talking.
That was a fucking experience. The fucker sounds like he's fucking 20. He could still fucking.
Boy, he looks like he's about 30.
Dude, he's like all doing his Ringo and he's doing his Ringo head bob the whole time when he gets back on the drums. And Greg Benicente was there playing his first drummer when he was up. He played the whole time. It was fucking Greg Benicente from David Lee Roth band.
Bissonette.
My bad. I said
Benicente.
Whatever. I'm dumb.
That's the dude that drums for Loverboy now.
No,
Greg Benicente.
No. But it was awesome. Cool because I got to see fucking what's the guitar player? Toto.
Steve Lukather of Toto.
Dude, that guy, he kind of, it was great. The keyboard player could do those high notes of the Toto song because he sang, he kind of like a little bit sometimes. And then the fucking keyboard player comes, hold the line. You know, he's doing those high notes for him. I was like, yes, because Steve could not hit those notes. But it was really cool. Edgar Winter. My God, that guy's a fucking character. He's telling dirty jokes on stage.
Did he play every instrument during Frankenstein?
Yes, he played the keyboards. He played the sax. He played drums. It's like he played guitar.
That is awesome. Edgar Winter's awesome.
That guy is funny as fuck. I want to see him solo.
I know he does Frankenstein. He plays like every instrument during that. So
he said he was the one who invented the guitar.
Yeah,
I can see
because he wanted a strap so he could get out in front of the audience and play. So it's like and it was cool because they went through
Shane's muted.
Edgar Winter and Greg what is his name? Last name?
Bissonette.
Bissonette. They did they brought drums on for Edgar Winters. Edgar Winter was like drumming, Greg was drumming, and Steve was in the back playing some leads, like just off half stage. And they did like YYZ, they did some Zeppelin. And my wife goes, "You didn't notice they did YYZ?" No, I was in total shock. They did YYZ. And I was like, what the fuck? Edgar Winter knows YYZ? And they did Zeppelin. They did all these little like known drum riffs. They didn't do In the Air Tonight, Charles. Sorry about that. But,
that clip
back up a little bit. Does everyone know the story why Frankenstein is named Frankenstein?
No.
It's because by the end of editing that fucking tape, when you had to cut it and tape it and cut it and tape it and cut it and tape it, it looked like fucking Frankenstein. So that's why they named that song, because it was such a jam session that there were so many pieces floating out there that they had to cut and paste and cut and tape and cut and tape that paste so much that it looked like a Frankenstein when they were done.
Oh wow,
you're welcome.
That's interesting.
You're welcome.
But Ringo was great. Colin Hay did his fucking
it sounded great on that video that you had.
He was fucking amazing. He's fucking funny as fuck too. My God, him and Edgar were like just throwing jokes around. Steve tried, but he couldn't keep up with those two, man. Even Ringo was like taking a backseat to their jokes. Ringo was cool. He teased like he was gonna play some Beatles songs that he wasn't on, that he didn't sing. I mean, and he goes, "No, we're not doing that. Oh, how about this? No, we're not doing that." And then he go, "How about this? No, we're not doing that." He says, "But we're gonna go Under the Sea for Octopus's Garden." And he talked about John Lennon a lot. He goes, "Here's a song John Lennon wrote for me. Here's a song my brother John Lennon wrote for me." He talked about John Lennon a lot. Nothing about Paul. It was all about John on that show. That's fucking pretty cool. I loved it. If you guys get a chance to see Ringo's All-Star Band, they're worth the ticket price.
I would love to see him.
All right, man. But let's get into what we're doing tonight. Jerry, what are we doing, man?
We are doing the best albums of 1979. You know, when I first brought this up, I wasn't sure. Did we do this on Blackspinner, Andy? 1979?
I don't know, but it don't matter.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if we did it or not, but you know, I'm glad that that we didn't, because there's a lot of good albums come out in 70. Fucking 70s rules, man.
Yeah.
I mean, every year was a good fucking year.
Dude, I had to leave at least 10 albums off, and I got a also rant list. So
yeah. But yeah, man, we got should be a good show with all six of us. So awesome.
And I'm just gonna warn you now, there are albums that I left off that I love, because I knew you motherfuckers would pick that shit. And I always like, there's so many good albums from 1979. They need to hear more, you know.
We all know that Head Games is Mark's number one.
Yeah.
Is it on there?
Did you leave it off?
Did I? We'll find out.
He's gonna erase it now and put something else there.
No. I'm just being facetious here. But
it did come out in 79. It did come out in 79.
It did.
Oh, it might be on my list. So yeah, of course. Come on. There's 3 bands on here you should know should be on my list. At least 4 or 5, actually. And I picked the albums I really love. I didn't pick one album that I really love, because I know Jerry's gonna pick that album. I wanted to give him the spotlight on that, but a lot of you, Charles is probably going to pick that album too. I'll tell you if it happens. But let's get to our list. Jerry, let's start with you, man. Number 11.
Number 11. This will probably surprise people, but I listened to this album yesterday, and I forgot what a great album this actually really is. Pretenders. Debut album.
I forgot about that one.
Everybody thinks of Brass and Pocket, man. This album has some great fucking songs.
Space Invaders.
Tattoo Love Boys, man. This album is just full of great fucking tunes, man.
Space Invaders.
It would not have made it because I forgot about it until I listened to it the other day, and I'm like, damn.
That's a good album.
Do you like Space Invaders? Come on.
I love Space Invaders, man.
Yeah,
and the game too.
Yep.
That whole album's good, basically.
So that's your number 11, Jerry?
Yep.
So we go to you, Joseph, your number 11.
Alrighty, so a band that got mentioned a little bit earlier as part of the should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame portion of tonight's events.
I didn't say that. Should be. All right.
No, this is one that Charles said should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Nazareth, No Mean City.
Thank
One
you.
of the best album covers of all time, honestly. This is an amazing album cover. But this is a heavy album. This is a really underrated Nazareth. Ozzy Jerry got his
Took 2
just
fucking
sit
weeks
in
to get this, and it's fucking great. I love it. I've listened to it like pretty much the last 2 days I got it, man.
I could have sent you their discography with all their live albums, Jerry, on Dropbox, but
there's a couple tracks
I
from
can't
this
believe
one
I'm
on
just,
there, Jerry.
I mean, I knew Love Hurts and Hair of the Dog, but
Yeah.
other than that, I did not know. You know, they sang most of these songs, a lot of these songs that I heard off this album. I'm glad that you guys got me into it. So
Yeah, there's a couple good ones from this album on that set. I'm pretty sure there's some good stuff on here. Just Get Into It, May the Sun Shine, Simple Solutions, Star, What's in It for Me, title track No Mean City Parts 1 and 2. This is a heavy album, really underrated album from Nazareth. One of my favorites. Great album. Comes in at number 11 for me.
Pretty cool.
Charles, what's your number 11?
Oh, I know what that is. My Sharona, get the knack. Coming in at number 11, the knack. And I'd love more than just My Sharona, by the way. Oh, Tara, Good Girls Don't, Let Me Out. I mean, it's an underrated album. Too bad they got too big too soon. Underrated because the rest of them, it's underrated because they were looked at as a one-hit wonder. I think they had some good follow-ups, but they could never live past that debut album, actually.
yeah, I'm about to listen. That's the only song I know by them. But I heard they have good songs, so I'm about to get back into them. Try them
Charles
out.
has been sending us knack songs in our chat group forever, dude. Where have you been?
Working.
Okay.
Working for a living.
Trying to avoid all.
Hey,
working for a living.
Send me, Mark.
Damned if I do, damned if I don't. All
Too
right.
bad Huey Lewis didn't have nothing in 79.
Oh, I would have picked that for sure.
No, man.
Serious.
But get the knack. The knack. Number 11.
What's your number 11, Mooger Fooger?
I'm gonna go Aerosmith Night in the Ruts because it's a solid record, man. It may be mediocre to some Aerosmith fans, but as it's been said, a mediocre Aerosmith album is the best album some bands have ever gonna release.
Sure.
Yep.
So I mean, yes, you had a little bit of a Harry left a little bit through the session. Crespo came in and all the guitarists came in. It's kind of pieced together, but if you listen to that record, man, it's solid. It's a good record, man. That's my 11.
Interesting.
Andy, what's your number 11?
Night at the Ruts
That's
by Aerosmith. It's a really great album.
record. That's great.
And
album.
it is very underrated. I know that there was a lot of turmoil going on, a lot of bickering, a lot of drugs, but it's the final product that makes the record. So number 11 kicked it off with Night in the Ruts by Aerosmith.
Well, this number 11 has already been ruined by all you fuckers on this show. Ruined because you guys already told me what that it was going to be. I didn't change it. It's been on my list. Of course, fucking Foreigner is going to be on my list with fucking one of their greatest albums, fucking Head Games, fucking Love on the Telephone, Rev on the Red Line, fucking great. The title track, Head Games. This fucking album is solid top to back, man.
Hey, it may make my list. Then again, maybe it won't, but we'll see.
Fucking Head
Dirty
Games.
White
That
Boy.
album is fucking amazing, man.
Dirty White Boy.
Dirty White Boy, Love on the Telephone. There's so many deep tracks on that. Rev on the Red Line is a song they can never not play, man. It's fucking
They're on every classic rock channel across the country. They're probably playing it right now, man. They're in the Hall of Fame in your heart. That's all that matters, Mark.
That's all that matters. But I'm just saying.
There you go.
No, I was arguing with Andy because he doesn't like.
You
Foreigner
pick up
that
your
much.
lip and you wipe that little snot out of your nose and you stop. You just buck up, all right?
Buck up,
Foreigner,
soldier.
man. Be proud of Foreigner, dude.
I am proud. I
You
don't
be
care what the fuck
ashamed. You don't
think.
cry. You don't do that, man. Don't
Hey,
do that.
I like fucking London Choir Boys. Okay, you know.
You stand behind your pick.
I saw them last year. I saw them live last year.
Who?
They're a solid band. They really are.
Who?
Choir Boys.
London Choir Boys.
Who?
Choir Boys.
No, I'm just
don't
saying
play
who because
that
nobody
Mark
gives a
Alden
fuck
Taylor.
about that band.
Yeah.
Do you like London Choir Boys, Charles? I think you made fun of Jerry for that also.
They suck really
Oh
bad.
yeah,
but-
Thank you,
See, that's
thank
what
you.
I mean. See, that's what I
But-
mean. He gets on me with some bands too, not just you, Mark. Okay?
But hey,
No.
man, I don't mind some Ace of Base. So throw
dude,
the hate
dude,
tweets
dude.
at Charles Trainer.
He
and
makes a
tell him to be
video
right.
today
It's
saying
not as
Just-
fun
just-
throwing him at you as it is at Mark, though.
Just wait about 2 minutes, Charles. Just wait about 2 minutes.
he made a video that Extreme sucks. Who was that aimed at? I thought it was funny. Good job, Charles. I liked it
It's the
though.
world.
Yeah,
It's
that's
funny.
fine. But it seems like my favorite bands are the ones that you say that suck. So I'm just saying.
Oh,
I like
boo.
Oasis and I like 6 songs by Ghost. I never said they suck. But let's get
You're
your
gonna
number
hate my
did?
next. You're gonna
You
hate
tell
my
them they
next
suck
pick, Mark.
every day.
let's get to your number 10, Jerry.
My number 10, actually, I tried to find the album. I can't believe I don't own it. So I tried to find the
Uh-oh.
CD. I don't fucking own it either, and I don't know why. Because it's one of the fucking greatest albums ever. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes, man.
Nice.
Nice.
I can't fucking believe I don't own a physical copy of that anywhere, man. I mean, that's the fucking greatest hits album.
The fuck's wrong with you?
I don't know. That's why I can't believe I don't. I
I'm
gotta
just
have
gonna
that.
say it again. What the fuck's wrong with you? I have it on vinyl and CD.
I mean, even the losers.
Well, you
Here
got-
Comes
you gotta
My
send
Girl,
one to
Rescue
Jerry.
Team, and
No,
fucking
I'm
keeping them
Louisiana
both.
Rain. Don't do me like that. Just full of fucking great tunes.
Century
Yeah.
City.
Yep.
There's
Good
no
fucking
way
album.
Mark
Yeah,
doesn't
right.
have that one. No way.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, that's my
That'll
number.
be
Yeah, there's no way.
there.
That's
No.
one you ain't gonna
No.
hear. I knew you'd pick it. And
No,
there's
no, I can't
No,
take
no.
my one of my favorites of all time off a list.
That's
He's almost
impossible.
number 1 with fucking Beatles and Rush. So yeah,
Well,
I can't-
spoiler alert. I didn't pick it because I knew you would.
No, I didn't do that. Oh, well, for you. But Joseph, so what album am I gonna hate?
Alrighty, so earlier this week on a certain other Facebook page, Mr. Charles Trainer posted a song from this particular album that I said may or may not make an appearance on my list. And that album is the delightful Voulez-Vous album by ABBA.
There you go.
One of my favorite ABBA albums. This is pretty much a greatest hits album front to back. I mean, there's so many
I'm with you,
great
Mark.
stuff on here.
Just look how beautiful Agentia is, man. See, look how beautiful that one.
Oh my god, look at both of them, honestly. But yeah, no,
I'm in
Voulez-Vous,
disbelief.
Voulez-Vous, I Have a Dream, Angel Eyes, Does Your Mother Know, Chiquitita, If It Wasn't for the Nights, so many great stuff. And then plus stuff that was released as singles around this time that should have been on this album. I mean, Summer Night City, Give Me a Man After Midnight. I mean, just a great period for ABBA. But I love this album. Definitely made my top 10.
Yeah.
Most fans love ABBA, so that makes sense. That they're
I've
the
never
hard
heard
rock
of
ABBA.
any one of those songs. Never heard of those.
Do you listen to ABBA?
No. So maybe
Thank
that's
you.
why.
All right, Charles, what's your number 10, man?
My number 10 is I'm surprised they're this low. But I was made for loving you. Kiss Dynasty. I have it that low. It's amazing. That's how great 1979 is.
Fucking
And
great.
I love Kiss Dynasty. It's like actually in my top 3, I think, of studio albums from the 70s.
Oh wow.
But that's how much more stronger I feel about the next 9.
Dirty Living is
Love
one of the
Dynasty.
favorite Chris songs, man. I love Dirty Living, man.
Oh, Dirty
yeah.
Living. What's the last? Save Your Love.
Save Your Love, Magic Touch.
Phenomenal.
Fucking X-Ray Eyes.
X-Ray Eyes, Charisma. I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of Charisma. I don't skip a song on that album. I love it beyond belief. So again, it's amazing. I got it that low down on my list, but I think that's 1979 was that great. Not a good song, but the Smashing Pumpkins, a terrible song. But great year for music.
It's a great song. I love that song.
2000, man. What a great song Ace is.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
some shitty Stone song, man.
Yeah.
I hate the Stone.
Shitty Stone song, great Kiss song.
It
Sure
is.
know something. Sure know
Hey.
something.
I agree with you on that shit.
Oh yeah, it's way better than the original Stones.
Yeah, I
It's
agree
one of
with
the
all of you guys on that. I
rare-
love Ace, man.
rare covers
still
that
got it.
exceeds it.
Yeah, I still have not heard the original New Year Groove. Whoever sings that song. Smile, I think his name
Me
is.
neither. Well,
Rush
it's-
Ballard. I know Rush
wrote
Ballard
it.
wrote
I
it.
don't
It's
know.
an ace.
I don't
It's
think
an
he
ace
sung it.
song. Nobody cares
True. Yeah, you're right.
about. Oh man, but what's your number 10, Mooger Fooger?
My number 10 is Foreigner Head Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna overlap a lot here, guys, but what a great record, man. I mean, it's got some good burners on it, and it's got a lot of hits on it, man. I mean, it's a good record. That's my number 10.
What's your number 10, Andy?
My number 10 is going to be a Southern rock album that's pretty heavier than a regular one. Blackfoot Strikes
That's a good one.
is
Nice.
my number 10. Really good album.
That's a very underrated,
beginning,
underappreciated band
Really
right
good.
there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that he's now with Leonard Skinner. Something he really wanted to do his whole life, but he should not sell short what they did with Blackfoot, because Blackfoot was a really good band.
He still has Blackfoot going. Ricky
Yeah.
Medlock, right?
Ricky Medlock does, yeah.
He still has it going, and he joins them time to time, but he wants to be in Leonard Skinner. So, and Foreigner kind of gave him the blueprint. He said, I actually heard him say that. I don't have to be in a band. I could just get Blackfoot to play and make money and just do Skinner. I was like, damn. But I get to my number 10. If you guys don't, I don't know why it's so low on my list. The albums are better above it, but this album is no slouch. Maybe Jerry would pick this. I'm going with Triumph, Just a Game.
Nice.
Good album.
Like, and Hold On, the title track, Just a Game. Even freaking Rick Emmett doing that Suitcase Blues is fucking amazing. It's like, this band is so fucking underrated. It pisses me off. It's like it had two lead singers. You had a guy that fucking Gilmore on fucking drums and vocals. You had Rick Emmett, one of the fucking elite guitar players of all time. He doesn't get his due. Fucking Triumph, Trust the Game is my number 10.
And you can actually play a game with that album. Come to the board game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking great fucking album. I do have it on vinyl. It's just too lazy to break them out because then I have to put them away again. And then
Lay It on the Line is one of my favorite tracks.
Lay It on the Line.
So
American Girls with Gilmore singing.
Gilmore, what a great voice that guy had.
Oh, fuck yeah. And then we get to your number 9, Jerry.
Number 9. Do not say Bruce, because it's Bruce. ELO Discovery. Fucking love ELO, dude. This is a great album. It's got Don't Bring Me Down, of course, which is probably the most popular song ever. The Diary of Horace Wimp, that's a great fucking song, dude. Need Her Love, Midnight Blue. I mean, a lot of great songs that you really don't hear in their catalog or played often, but they're really good. This is a very underrated album. I think it's probably my favorite ELO album. So
that's in my mentions. So that's a great pick, Jerry. I did have it in my top 11, but I heard about other things.
And he's not saying Bruce. He's saying Bruce.
Yeah.
Jerry, a lot of people like take that as like strict disco, but disco was in at the time. But
I like it. It doesn't seem like disco to me.
It really isn't, because it's like it's got the melody and the melodicness of classic ELO, just with the 4 on the floor beat in the back on every song. You know.
Yeah, don't bring. I mean, that song, "Don't Bring Me Down," it's got a lot of disco.
Oh yeah.
Do it. But you're right.
I'm going to save my comments. I'm going to save my comments.
Okay. Then I'll stop talking about that. Wait for your comments.
All right, Joseph, you're number 9.
I'm really glad you picked that one, Jerry. That one was one I had to leave off my list, but definitely,
Me too.
Great.
I agree.
Great album. Shine a Little Love. Don't Bring Me Down. So many great tracks on that album.
Diary of Horace Wimp. That's a great.
Yeah. So my number 9 is an album that should be higher on my list, but 1979 is such a great year for music, and any year where Overkill by Motorhead is this low on my list, that's a great year in music. I mean, one of my absolute favorite Motorhead albums.
Oh shit, that did come out.
Yeah,
Bomber came out too.
Overkill
right?
and Bomber both came out in 79.
Yeah.
So many great tracks on this title track: Stay Clean, I Won't Pay Your Price, Damage Case, Metropolis, Capricorn, Tear It Down, Limb from Limb. Just so many amazing tracks on this album. Pretty much like I said about the last album, pretty much a Motorhead greatest hits album if there ever was one. This and Ace of Spades are pretty much his greatest hits albums. Just so many amazing tracks. But yeah, and any year where this album is my number 9 is a really good year in music.
Nice. So what's your number 9, Charles?
A couple picks might come up later that I've seen so far for me. Again, 79, great year. Any album with the band with the song Hot Dog being coming in at number 9 has to be some great albums after that. In Through the Outdoor, Led Zeppelin. Number 9 on my list. I love that album, period. To include Hot Dog. What a great fucking song Hot Dog is, huh?
Robert Plant doing his best Elvis impersonations.
Great. And Jerry, you don't like Carousel Alhambra that much.
I listened to it last night.
Love that song.
We did a Zeppelin show last night, and I listened to that because we talked about it a little bit. I don't hate it as much as I used to. Let's just say that.
I think Carousel Alhambra is great, but yeah,
it's the same thing.
Fantastic album, and again, I mean, shit, that's how great 79 is. Zeppelin comes in this low.
That's how great 79 is. That's an honorable mention for me.
Wow. Damn. All right.
I didn't pick it because I thought Cherry would pick it. But then we get to you, Mooger Fooger. What's your number 9?
Van Halen 2. Now, I don't think it's I get in fist fights over Van Halen 1 through 3. Can't beat them. Van Halen 1, 2, women, all that stuff. But Van Halen 2 was solid. And out of the early Van Halen that I heard as a kid, and mainly from my brother, I couldn't take that off the turntable when I was about 8, 9, 10 years old. So I'm going with Van Halen 2 as my 9.
Number 9, Andy. Number 9.
My number 9 is a really nice sound of keyboards and guitar that sounded maybe a couple of years, just maybe 2 or 3 years ahead of its time. This was released in 79, and it was a surprise. I love this album so much. Manfred Mann's Earth Band with Angel Station. This is a really good album. I'm not too sure if y'all are too familiar. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard of Manfred Mann.
I remember the Springsteen cover.
I know, Blinded by the Light.
That's it.
Yeah. But this album from 79 is really good by them. Good enough to really include it into this top-notch year, because I got a lot of good stuff coming up here. But this did make my list. I was going back and forth about it, and then it did make it to number 9 after I put my list together and finished it up. So Manfred Mann's Earth Band with Angel Stations. Pretty cool album cover, too. You can take a look at it because you can flip it up to the other side, and it continues the staircase.
It's like that one kind of guy. That one guy. Who's that painting guy?
MC Escher.
MC Escher. Yeah, I fucking love that dude. But then I get to one of my top 9, number 9. The song Heartbreaker, Dream Maker.
Good album.
Take it, don't you mess around with me. And In the Heat of the Night, it also had We Live for Love.
And a great version of I Need a Lover.
I Need a Lover. Fucking.
Oh, wow. Really?
I've seen her like 9 times live. The lady could still fucking sing, man. Fucking great talent. Neil Giraldo is an underrated guitar
player. Underrated, good-looking girl too, man. I thought that was one of the hottest girls in music.
Remember Fast Times at Ridgemont? Everybody's got the Pat Benatar haircut.
Yeah.
But fucking dude, it's like she is great. I'm talking about her husband, Neil Giraldo's. Fucking he wrote and arranged and produced all this stuff that Pat's ever done. He's a fucking genius, man.
They're a great partnership.
It was
they went into the Hall of Fame together.
Yeah, it was supposed to be called Giraldo and Benatar, but the record company said we just want her out in front. So they changed the name to just Pat. So that's my number 9 in the heat of the night. And we get to you, Jerry, for your number 8.
I mean, how dare you think I would pick Led Zeppelin just because they're my favorite band? Okay, I did.
Oh, come on.
I see
love
we-
Hot
we've-
Dog.
I see
I
we've
don't
got
have
two
the
different
one with-
covers.
I don't have the one with the bag. You got the one with the bag, don't you, Andy?
Yeah, I do.
All of My Love, Full in the Rain, Southbound Suarez, man, just loaded with great tunes. Hot Dog Rules. Carousel Opera is not a bad song after all. Fuck it, I like it too now. So, not their best album, but it's got a lot. It's almost a perfect album.
Then we get to you, Joseph, your number 8.
Alrighty. So yet again, another album that I cannot believe is this low on my list.
Hmm.
By far my favorite album from this band, and that is Dream Police, Cheap Trick.
Happy anniversary.
I Yeah. Yeah.
That might be coming up a little bit later.
What an album this is. I mean, just front to back, nothing but absolute classics. Dream Police, Way of the World, House is Rocking with Domestic Problems, Gonna Raise Hell, Voices, Need Your Love, I'll Be With You Tonight. Just so many amazing tracks on this album. But
All
Best-
earworms, right? When you listen to
Yeah.
that, all those
Best-
songs are in
Oh,
your head
yeah.
at once.
Best live
Absolutely.
band ever, man. Best live
oh yeah.
band.
I loved the record store day exclusive that they put out from this tour.
Oh, wow.
The 79 show was great. And then of course the 77 show that they put out for
Well, I
Record
got
Store Day
that
as well
vinyl.
were great.
The 79 show. Yeah.
I wasn't able to get it, but I got the 77.
But they have the box set where you could get all 4 shows. on
Yeah, from the
CD. I want
77.
that too. Yeah, I want that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
But Charles, what's your number 8, man?
Candy-O, I need you. Candy-O, the Cars, man. I love that fucking album, bro. And
That was a
none of
fun. That was a fun album battle we had with that in their debut. That
Yeah,
was fun.
Candy-O and
That
the debut.
debut barely won, man.
What
Yeah.
what a cover though. What a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drummer is a fucking great artist, man. David Robinson. Fuck
Oh, he
yeah.
did
Well,
that.
And he married that
No.
girl. didn't he?
He
Well,
did the cover.
does anyone know who that is on the
Some
cover?
mod. I remember it was some
He
girl.
married
right?
her.
She played Lucille Ball's daughter on the second Lucy show.
Oh, I
Really?
didn't watch it.
Really? No, that I didn't know.
I didn't
Here's
know that
it.
either.
I
I
wasn't
didn't know
here.
it either. But
Learn
Makes
something
sense.
new every week on this show, man. But I
Wow.
love it. But it's-
Look at that. Here's Lucy.
Candy-O, those first 2 albums in particular are like volume 1 and volume 2 of greatness. And rest in peace, both Rick Ocasek and Benjamin Orr.
And Benjamin
Yeah.
Orr's solo album, the one he did was amazing. The Lace.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
great shit. But then we get to your number 8, Mooger Fooger.
Well, my number 8 is on par with the time. It's the Scorpions' Love Drive.
Good one.
So this is a time of switching up guitar players, guitar players, guitar players, guitar players. You had a couple of different shankers in the group. You had Matthias Jabs come in, leave, come back in. But most of these songs I learned and I knew of from Worldwide Live.
Can I correct your name? It's Matthias.
Matthias, I'm sorry, I said
There you go.
Matthias.
Because I get the corrected name. I feel good now. I
It's
feel smart.
Matthias. That's what I always
Yeah,
call it.
Matthias.
Benacente.
I've heard
There-
them
there-
say it.
There's no TH in it. It's Matthias. You're right.
Matthias. Yeah.
It's like Neil Peart, not Peart.
Yeah. Thank you.
Gotcha. So anyway, I mean, most of those songs I learned from Worldwide Live. Holiday, Loving You Sunday Morning.
Oh, good stuff, man. Good
Oh yeah, Coast to Coast. I mean, all of those songs are just so great. And it was kind of their transformation from the Uli John Roth era into the kind of more rocking era. And then
classic
just
line.
have Blackout, you'd have all those other great records follow. So yeah, man, I couldn't go wrong with Love Drive. I love that record.
There's
That
the
was
record.
79.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
That
I would've
was
picked
on
then.
my list of other ones. So I
That one may or may not be coming up later.
because you said you said ELO Discovery. Now you said Love Drive, and there was another Motorhead Overkill. So those were on my ones that didn't make it that are awesome. And Bomber was on there too. But then we get to you, Andy.
Yeah, I'm going to match along with Joseph on this one. Happy anniversary to Cheap Trick's Dream Police. Just for, he named off a lot of great tracks, but just for Gonna Raise Hell alone, that's such a badass song. It really is. Here's the inside of it. It's fantastic. It's a really good album. So, Dream Police by Cheap Trick.
And this is the part of the show where we vamp until Mark gets back.
Okay, well, I guess I'll take is who's after. I know Mark's got to go, right?
Mark's next.
Yeah.
Mark's turn.
He's trying to find his Greg Benacente album.
Yeah.
No, but with it being the anniversary for this Cheap Trick album, it was released in '79. It's so odd how it feels like, it's over 40 years old, but man, it sounds so fresh still. Yeah. That album really does sound so fresh.
I love this inner sleeve. I think it's so cool.
Yeah. But their studio stuff is just never caught what they do live, though, man. That's why
I think this album is the closest.
I mean, take a look. I Want You to Want Me. How weak that sounds in the studio. The live version really did. Blows it out of the fucking water. I mean,
it became iconic once it was released as a live track.
Like Rock and Roll All Night, the live version just blows the studio version away. Like some songs are like that, but
I think this is the closest they ever came in the studio to getting a really great sound.
Wow, yeah.
I liked Heaven Tonight also in '94.
Oh no, it's a great album. Great album.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Studio wise, this is the closest thing they ever got to what they sounded like live.
And they hated Tom Warner, right? Everybody hates that dude. He makes like great albums that everybody. Well, he did fuck up I Want You to Want Me on there. In color album. But I get to my number 8. I know none of you motherfuckers picked this, and I had to pick it. The debut album by Survivor with the great Dave Beckler, with the songs 2020, Somewhere in America. I fucking love this album. It's fucking great album orientated rock. Fucking great voice. I love Dave Beckler. I do like Jimmy Jamison too, but Dave, man, come on, you sing Eye of the Tiger.
Real Man of Genius.
Real Man of Genius. I love the fucking debut album by Survivor.
You are correct. You're the only one to have it.
Yeah, I've never even heard that album.
You never heard 2020 Somewhere in America?
No.
I'm forced to agree with Mark, man. I do like that album. I do like
the only track.
But do you have it on your list?
Lineup.
No.
The only track I know from the original lineup is Eye of the Tiger.
You never heard fucking American
Heartbeat? Best of 1979.
You never heard
Santa Ana album nobody ever heard of.
You never heard Caught in the Game, the last album with Beckler? Caught in the Game.
Was that in 19? I heard that.
Yeah. Have you heard those riffs by Frankie, dude? You need
the only
you don't need to because Charles is going to get on me for that. Joseph,
rules.
Do me a favor. Go listen to Caught in the Game, the song by Survivor, and listen to those riffs that Frankie is doing on that. Caught in the Game. And the song Santa Ana Wins fucking rules.
But you know what Dave Bickler didn't do? The fucking theme for Baywatch. So fuck him. Jimmy James did.
I'll be there. I'll be
ready.
Fucking,
or whatever it is.
You guys got me high on you. I love that fucking song.
High on You's great. I love that song. Vital Signs is the only Survivor album I have.
Really? You don't like When Seconds Count? That's a great album too.
I don't know.
In a burning heart.
The best album is their hardest rocking album with Jimmy is called Too Hot to Sleep. Check out the song Too Hot to Sleep.
Well, that's an awful album title, right?
Their most underrated song is Moment of Truth from Karate Kid.
I love that song. But dude, check out the first 3 Dave Beckler albums from Survivor. There's like hard riffs in there, dude. Really, Frankie Sullivan's a really great guitar player, man. So that was my number 8. So
top
Jerry,
11, 79.
Jerry, you're number 7.
All right, I'll probably get laughed at for this, but I don't fucking care. When you think of this band, you hear Rumors, but I like Tusk better than Rumors. Man.
Hey, check out a review in the archives of Freeform Rock Podcast.
Great album.
This is the fucking masterpiece of Fleetwood Mac. Over and over, the best Christine McVie song. Sarah, the best Stevie Nicks song. I mean, and Save Me a Place. What a great tune that is, man. Think About Me, Christine McVie. God, what a great fucking loss that was when she died, man. Great singer, great fucking band. What are we on 7?
Yeah, we're on 7.
Yes.
Well, I would put that on my mention list because that was on my list until the very last minute. I love that.
That was a fun review. We did a good review on this album. I enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
it needs more downloads, man. That's a great. We did that in honor of Christine McVie too, man. Freeform
Oh,
Rock
wow.
podcast,
Absolutely.
America's podcast, man. America's podcast.
As a Notre Dame fan, I can never admit my love for the title track just because of the USC marching
You're
band.
Notre Dame fan?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
Go
I'm
Ohio
a
State fan, sorry,
I'm a
Charles.
UCLA fan, dude. I hate fucking USC.
So I
Fuck
can
USC.
can never admit my love for the title track just because
Two
of
people are gonna be heartbroken.
but I love it. I love it.
The two people will be heartbroken this week when Ohio State runs in that ass.
Well,
they're on our turf
You're gonna
this
hear
year,
that all
boys.
day.
They're on our turf this year, boys.
Yeah,
the
I know.
college team I hate is fucking Roll
Hate
Tide.
Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Hate
Yeah, Roll
hate
Tide.
Alabama.
Fuck
Fuck them.
Alabama. Hey, if we
Yeah.
lost to the Alabama fans, you're idiots. All right, so who's next? We got
That
Mooger
would be
Fooger
me.
now. Oh, go
No, me.
Joseph. Number 7.
Alrighty. So this album starts off with one of the greatest riffs of all time that was so complicated that the guitar player almost gave himself finger hemorrhages by trying to play this track. And that is Message in a Bottle, Forgotten
Oh, yeah.
to Belong by the Police. My favorite Police album, tied with Outlandos D'Amour. I mean, just absolutely. Those first 2 Police albums, you can't beat them. Just so many great tracks. Message in a Bottle, Forgotten to Belong is such an underrated track. It's All Right for You, Bring On the Night, Walking on the Moon, on Any Other Day, Bed's Too Big Without You, No Time This Time. Just so many amazing tracks on this.
Would I be trendy if I said Synchronicity was my favorite Police album?
Great album. It's a great album.
The best song by the Police is on there called Synchronicity 2.
Great track.
Cool,
My
I'm
favorite-
not trendy. All right.
My favorite on that album is Murder by Numbers. I love that.
Oh,
I love
that's a
Murder
great
by
song.
Numbers.
Great
The word,
record.
but
Great
they
record.
have like 2 horrible tracks on them, Mr. Skrdeco and Mother.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's what hurts the album. They should have just took that off, man. But then we get to your you and Charles changed spots again, Shane, Mooger Fooger. So what's your number 7?
Well, I'm going to go with one we've already heard. It's going to be ELO Discovery. Because if it's a guilty pleasure, I'm guilty because there's almost not a song I'm going to ever skip on that record. And Don't Bring Me Down was my favorite song when I was like 5 or 6 years old. And I kept asking my mom, who sings this song? Who sings this song? And she finally just said Sammy Davis Jr.
Awesome.
And so for the longest time, until I was probably 10, I thought, oh, okay, Sammy Davis Jr. song, Don't Bring Me Down. All right. And then I realized who ELO was. So, yeah, I'm an idiot.
My mom can't be wrong about that.
Exactly. You call my mom a liar? You call my mom a liar?
My mom knows Sammy Davis Jr. That's awesome.
My mom didn't know that song from Adam or Eve. So she was like, I don't know. She just like listed the names she knew. And she could have said Kiss. And then I would have been even more in love. Because
You're talking about some of the great stage shows, man. ELO, man.
Oh, yeah.
That space shit, that was fucking pretty badass, man.
Okay. I mean, honestly, this is kind of like a disco album because everything's 4 on the floor. It's kind of disco, but you can't get away from the melody and the harmonies and just the beautifulness of it. Yeah, they put a 4 on the floor behind it because it was the time and they needed to sell it. But what a great record, man. Just what a great record. I bought it on vinyl probably 10 years ago, and I probably listened to it like 10 times in one night because it was just so good.
Yeah, great album.
Yep.
Yeah, that was on my list, and so I don't have to say that later, but that's a great album, man. Charles, what's your number 7?
This is a hidden track album. It's featuring Greg Benacente with Survivor. I knew Mark would pick this album by Survivor. No, I'm teasing. Joking around.
Bissonette. It's Bissonette. All right.
Number 7.
And it's
it was already
Matthias.
picked by
There you go.
Joseph for sure. Overkill.
Nice.
Motorhead.
I knew Joseph would pick Motorhead, so that's why I moved it to my
You didn't
list.
know I'd
Yeah.
pick it. So.
No, I didn't know you would pick
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, because you can't pick it if it's good. You can only pick it if nobody else picks it, like Survivor.
I love that album.
terrible.
No, I want all these albums. Joseph never heard of it, so if he goes out and listens to it and actually likes it, that's a good thing for me.
Oh, will he listen to it though?
I don't know.
No.
Probably.
Joseph,
Probably not.
You suck, Joseph. You should
I
check
know.
it. At least,
I know.
at least check it. I check out stuff you give me. God damn. You should see all the shit I check out Lee gives me. That's even
Mark.
worse.
Hey, Mark. We'll make this agreement. We'll make an agreement here. We'll do
try
a
ABBA.
podcast.
Boo-boo.
Yep.
Yeah.
You put this album on, I'll put the Survivor album on.
Oh, I've listened to that album. I don't like it.
Well, try again.
No, you've never listened to Survivor. But then it's your turn, Andy. What's your number 7, man?
Yeah, Mooger Fooger has already mentioned this, and this might be a little low or a little bit high because I've got a love-hate relationship with this album. But Van Halen 2.
Oh,
I have here a number. Are we at 8 or 7?
7.
7.
Yeah. So Van Halen 2. This album, side 2 is freaking amazing. Love side 2. But to start it off with Linda Ronstadt cover, and
I love that song.
even though I love
It's amazing.
It's
but I
amazing.
love Linda Ronstadt's version better, and then to start off an album with "You're No Good," and
I don't like Linda Ronstadt, so that makes sense. I like that version.
How can you not like Linda Ronstadt?
I don't. I don't like good music.
You know Jim Carrey dated her for a while?
Yeah.
Who?
Jim Carrey?
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
He must have been young,
Yeah, he was young.
right? Yeah.
He was a cougar.
Yeah, it was at least 15-year difference at the least.
But he did date Jenny McCartney, and she's fucking hot. But
McCarthy.
okay.
What's wrong
McCarthy.
with you tonight, dude?
Dude, I could never say people's names. I couldn't say Lee Gershman's name for 7 years. So
It
fuck,
took
give
you
me a
five-
break.
took
I
you
still
five
didn't say it
to
right.
get right.
I say your name right, Soupy. There you go. Thank you. But so I guess it's my pick.
Want the stupid name? Can't help it.
I go to my number 7 now. And I used to hurry a lot. I used to worry a lot. I used to stay out to the break of those shoes, fucking the city, fucking Heartache Tonight, fucking The Long Run by the Eagles. It's a fucking
God damn it.
masterpiece.
How did I miss that?
I don't fucking know. I fucking ain't missing the Eagles. I love the fucking Eagles.
I love the Eagles.
Fucking that song is like their fucking after hotel. I like this album actually a little bit better than fucking
No.
Hotel California by
Oh,
a
no.
nudge.
No way.
Pretty Maids in a Row is not that good of a song.
That's a beautiful song.
I like On the Border better.
It's a
Oh yeah.
On the Border
there's
is
not
my
a bad
favorite
song
Eagles
on the record.
Yeah, but Pretty Maids in a Row compared to any song off of fucking
I love
Eagles,
that fucking
Long
song.
Run.
Joe
Yeah.
Walsh, man. I love his voice.
I
Pretty
love
Maids
Joe
in a
Walsh, but
Row.
it's a waste of his talent, man.
Oh, I love that
that's
song,
a
dude.
I'll tell you.
The
I'll tell you
city-
what's a waste. Re-recording In the City when his version on the Warriors soundtrack was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in the city, dude, it's like fucking that's Joe Walsh. Pretty Maids
Yeah,
in a
but-
Row isn't Joe Walsh.
They
Walsh.
they pussified In the City
Joe
on the
Walsh
long run.
albums.
Uh,
That's 100% Joe Walsh.
Yeah.
3 Maids in a Row.
but in the city, fucking
Many a black eye was given during that album, recording that album, man.
Yeah.
There was fist fights, all kinds of broken bottles over people's heads. It was nasty from what I hear. They
Yes.
hated each other, man.
Yeah.
So what's your number
I mean-
6, Jerry? Sorry, Andy.
My
Your
turn.
number- yeah, your
Oh.
turn. Soupy.
You mentioned this earlier. Triumph, just a game.
You had it higher.
Got the cool,
Nice.
cool board game in the middle. Some cool fucking. I never actually played it, but some interesting spaces on here. Trash hotel room. Roll again. You miss your wake up call. Miss a turn, dummy. Plane crash. You're out of the game. Cool. Sounds like fun, man. I should fucking play it sometime.
Oh.
Dude, that title track is like so deep, it fucking rules just the
Play it
game.
on the line. You forgot to mention "Hold On" with a great song.
Well,
Yeah.
I figured you were gonna pick it, Jerry. So
Of course, I was gonna pick.
Yeah, so I got to give you some songs. I can't take them all.
But yeah, I mean, Jim Levine, fucking Gilmore, fucking can't think of his fucking name. Rick Emmett.
Rick Emmett.
What a great fucking trio they were, man.
Hey, open that up. It's got a board in the middle.
Board game, yeah.
He's got a board game. I have it too. I have it back there too.
Huh.
Dude,
That looks like a Rubik's Cube.
the song just the
Unfolded.
game. The song just the game is a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like, why is Kachi with the groupie? Lose two spaces. All kinds of cool spots.
Dude, but you listen to that song, just the game, it's like what's happening today in politics. It's like Triumph like talked about a lot of shit like Oingo Boingo has. That's happening now.
God, damn it.
Oh boy.
Lyrically,
on.
I'm talking about lyrically.
Alrighty, everyone.
We almost got through a whole show without it. Damn.
I was gonna
Almost.
say, everyone get out your bingo boards. Check off Boingo Boingo for the week.
Yeah. Christ.
Take a
Hagar.
shot. Take a shot.
Yeah.
Why didn't it say Duran Duran? Oops.
Oops.
There you go.
There it is.
They got a new album coming out, and I like the new song. Go ahead.
Alrighty. So that was Jerry's number 6. My number 6 is so my next 2 picks are both double albums, and they aren't in the order that most people would probably put them in. And my number 6 asks the eternal question: how can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Pink Floyd The Wall. One of the greatest concept albums of all time. I don't need to tell people about The Wall. If you haven't heard The Wall, what are you doing with your life?
Exactly.
What are you doing with your life?
What are you doing on this podcast if you haven't heard of The Wall?
Yeah, like I don't need to tell anybody about The Wall. Yeah, it's The Wall. My number 6 is The Wall. One of the greatest concept albums of all time. It's The Wall.
I agree with you, and I was thinking you, Jerry, Charles, Shane, and Andy would pick that album, so I didn't pick it. It's on my mentions. So The Wall fucking is.
So you put
awesome.
Survivor on there. You did.
I got the Wall blacklight poster right over here. You can't see it, so I've had that for almost 20 years. It's in a frame now because I didn't want it to rip. But yeah, The Wall fucking rules, dude. That's
Dude, man, say the
pick.
albums that are your favorite, man. Who cares what?
I love that fucking Survivor album. Fuck, man.
better than The Wall. Dude.
No, not better than The Wall.
Then why is it on?
It ain't even on
Because
your
you
list.
guys are picking it. Nobody's heard of the Survivor album, so that's a great pick.
Yeah,
for
and
me.
nobody's going to.
Assholes.
My next pick will be Survivor. Oh, wait,
Well, you might be pissed off at a couple of my next
I
picks,
guarantee I'm probably the only one that picked my next pick. So
I think my next maybe 5 picks, not the 6th pick. You might
We'll
not
just
like.
all be angry.
You guys will like the 5 picks because I did go there. But The Wall, fucking, I knew all you fuckers would pick that.
Survivor blows away The Wall, Mark. Don't you listen to these guys.
Did I say
Don't
that?
you listen.
Did I say that?
Yes,
Okay.
No, I'm telling you that. You hold your head up with pride, young
yeah,
man.
you do it, man.
Oh, thanks for the whatever it is. Fucking
called
looking down on me
encouragement.
from
Not
your
a condom.
perch.
It's called encouragement.
So what's your number?
Keep your waitress.
What's your number 6, Charles?
My number 6, I think everybody's covered it pretty much. I think I know more than once. Discovery ELO. Come on, man. Dairy Horse Wimp. Don't Let Me Down. What a fucking album. What a great band. That's probably my favorite ELO album. I think.
Mine too. It's my favorite.
Probably. It depends.
But
on
my
the
favorite
way.
song actually.
I like Out of the Blue a little bit better.
Time is my favorite song by them. That's
It's
off
good,
of.
too.
Time is off. What album's Time off of?
Is that off the next one?
Yeah, I love that song. That's my favorite song.
Yeah.
What a fucking Eric Wolfson, man. What a great singer that dude was, man. Fucking great band.
I knew other people would pick it because it rules. Unlike Survivor.
Oh, this is going to be the new thing on the Facebook page.
Oh, I like some Survivor. I do.
Oh, no. You're going to say Mark.
I don't know
likes
about the
Survivor.
debut at 1979 against these great albums, but I do know. But you hold your head up with pride. young man.
Because people need to know about fucking this
they
band. Their
do.
first 4
They will
albums are
jump out there and listen to this album.
Dude,
nobody's
Survivor
heard
is
of.
so fucking good. Frankie Sullivan's a genius, man. Dave Beckler, they were on fire. Those
Jimmy
first
Jameson's a better singer.
I mean, yes,
is.
you think of like Beethoven and
they were more
Don
rocking. They didn't
Giovanni
have
and
as many
John Lennon
ballads.
and all these greats. You think Dave Bickler. You
I
hear
love
that
Dave
name
Beckler. I
all
love
the
Jimmy.
time.
I love them both the same. Shit, Robin McNally was on there for.
I know. What's
Yeah.
wrong with these people, man? I know.
I'll take a moment
No.
here to announce that the San Francisco 49ers are officially 3-0.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I wasn't gonna say anything. I already turned it off and went to the Dodger game.
3 games in a row they've scored 30 points, I think, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's 30, and 30, I think. Wow, that's kind of cool.
All right, man. So where are we at? You picked now it's your
Yellow.
turn, Shane. You're number
Yeah.
6.
Me?
Shane, you're
Cowboy-
number 6.
Yeah.
Well, Dream Police
Hmm.
is what can I say that hasn't been said? I mean, the album sounds as fresh today as it did in '79, and it's definitely my number 6 for a reason, because number 6 in my heart, number 1 with the bullet. Where I'm
All
going.
right.
All right, Andy, your turn, man.
Yeah, the reason why I wanted to look at that game board is because mine doesn't have a game board on it, but try it. That's the game.
It's not
Mine-
a gatefold?
Nope, it's not a gatefold.
Now Andy's gonna be on eBay.
And now Andy will not be on eBay because the most important part of it is the album that's inside. And that's
just
what I
joking.
got. I don't care if it came with a paper sleeve. But that's my number 6. It's already been
He will
talked
go out and
about.
get that Survivor though. He will. He's gonna find it now. It's completist like that.
I have that on vinyl.
And why we know. We know.
Was that the album you
the
told
name
me to
of it
find
again,
for you?
Mark?
No, you got the other one with the girl with the the WAP, the WAP.
Oh, I can't remember the name of the album.
I forgot the name of it, but you got me that Survivor on album. But I get to my number 6. You can laugh at me what you will, but this fucking is one of the hardest rocking albums by Artist Speedwagon ever.
Can't see. Oh,
What
REO.
is it? It's all
Nine.
Nine Lives.
Oh, 9 Lives though.
Back on the
It's got-
road again,
It's
dropping
got
in
some
all
good
the
stuff
skies.
on it. Yeah.
Heavy on Your Love.
Back
It's
on the
fucking-
Road Again was Bruce Hall's solo album. It's an old band.
This
that-
Back on the Road Again is on this album.
I know it's on that, but I'm just
This
saying.
is Bruce Hall's debut, dude.
And I'm just saying it was on his old band.
Only the Strong Survive. Easy Money. Rock. They do a version of rock and roll music. Take
Yeah.
Me is fucking amazing. It's a fucking great fucking album and fucking hot
It's
shit.
okay. It's not my favorite.
This is their metal album, dude. This
It's
is
better
fucking-
than Survivor. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh god. Aero Speedwagon rules. I'm sorry.
Made my
Motherfucker-
honorable mentions.
Fucking
Mark,
Gary
made my
Richrath.
honorable mentions.
I have that too. I have that on vinyl also. But
There's nothing like Somewhere in America on there. Right, Mark?
hey,
God
Aero
damn
Speed
it.
was higher than Survivor. All right, Jerry, what's your number 5, man?
I'm getting kind of worried that you guys haven't picked this one yet. Either you like it really, it's higher on your list, or it was overlooked. Supertramp, Breakfast in America.
Oh, it was over.
God, no, I
No.
don't like them.
I
Really
love
don't
them.
like that. Oh man,
On
great
my
song.
mention.
Take the Long Way Home, man.
They're
Fucking
not on my
logical
list, so I
song.
don't like them.
Goodbye Stranger, man. Some great.
The
Roger
guy
Hodgson
from Boston likes that band.
fucking loves this album, man. I mean, okay, well, I'll just put it away and move on.
Hey, Jerry,
Mark's got
Jerry,
it.
Never
Jerry.
mention that again.
I love Supertramp, dude. I love even in its quietest moments, the better. But fucking Supertramp rules, dude. Even their last
Mark.
album with that song Cannonball is pretty
Ricky
fucking
Mark.
good.
I tried. They don't do it for me. But
Yeah.
Oh, I
I tried.
love
You don't
fucking-
have to. You
It
don't
was
have
early
to.
morning yesterday.
Yeah.
fucking
I do
song
love
rules.
good. I do love Goodbye Stranger, but I'm
That's
not
a great
overall. I'm
fucking-
not a,
You
overall.
don't
I'm
like
not a huge
Breakfast
fan
in
of that album.
America? You don't like the song?
No,
Yeah.
I
Take
can't
a
really
look
get
at
into
my
his voice.
girlfriend. Dude, you like King Diamond.
Very
What's wrong
different
with
thing.
you?
Very different. Very
It
different.
doesn't
Mark.
make
Very
sense to me,
different.
man. Like
Not
Nate,
Dave Beckler.
All right, well,
He's the only one I got.
What's wrong with you
Jerry,
guys?
I'm defending you.
I
Shut up.
thank you, and then I'm like, I'm surprised. Okay, I moved on. Let's go.
All right, Joseph.
Alrighty, my
6.
number 5 that I know no one else is going to have on their list at all, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Chic Your Booty by Frank Zappa.
Nope.
One of my favorite Frank Zappa albums, double album. So many great tracks on here. I mean, probably the most famous Bobby Brown Goes Down on here. Dancing Fool, Broken Hearts Are for Assholes. It's a great Frank Zappa album. One of my favorites. Another Frank Zappa album made my honorable mention, so I didn't want to have 2 Frank Zappa albums on my top 11. So unfortunately, Joe's Garage had to make my honorable mentions and not my top 11 list. But Frank Zappa, Chic Your Booty.
Nice.
All right.
Charles, what's your number 5?
Van Halen 2. Already been covered many
Yep.
times here. So Van Halen 2, man.
All right, so then we
Go
get
wrong
to
with that
you,
one.
Mooger Fooger.
Okay. We're looking for my number. What? Where we at?
5.
Number 5.
Number 5. Well, The Wall.
Interesting.
What can I say that's already not been said? It's my wife's favorite favorite album.
Oh wow.
We saw Roger Waters do The Wall in its entirety, and it was beautiful. We've seen Pink Floyd many times. It's a great record. And it's the first record I ever did mushrooms to, so
Right.
therefore that's my number 5.
All right, man. So your number 5, Andy?
My number 5 is a triple album. Fantastic triple album.
What?
Talking about Joe's Garage Acts 1, 2, and 3, which is fantastic all the way around. Really good concept album that keeps the story alive. Well, maybe not on the third album. It kind of loses the storyline there for a while, but it tells a really good story about the pitfalls of rock and roll. But yeah, my number 5 is going to be the triple album by Frank Zappa. A little lazy because he actually released 5 albums in 1979.
Yeah.
He made a triple, a double, and then 3 single albums. So the triple albums by Joe Garage is my number 5.
Nice. So I get to my number 5. This is a feature review coming up on the Freeform Rock podcast. But I'm not going to, you guys will know. It'll come out later. AC/DC's Highway to Hell. How can I not put that album on there, man? That fucking album rules. It's a perfect fucking album, man. Spoiler alert when you hear the review. If you don't think we all loved it, then there's something wrong with you. It's probably, we're not going to say hardly anything bad about it. So Highway to Hell, man. My number 5, AC/DC. So get your number 4, Jerry.
All right, time to put the kids to bed, man. Come up with the good shit. Absolutely, the fucking greatest AC/DC album ever, man.
Power H.
No, Power is awesome. But Highway to Hell, not a bad song on there, dude. And every one of these songs is a fucking banger, dude. What else, Mark, can you say though? I want to say too much because I don't want to ruin our
Yeah, I don't want to ruin
podcast.
But it's like if they don't think we like it, that's kind of dumb. I'm just saying.
I mean, say what you want about John Mutt Lang, dude. The guy's a fucking hitmaker, dude.
Yep.
Great and simple, man. Dude's a fucking hitmaker. And he
Even
got the
with
bang Shania Twain too. How can you cheat on Shania Twain?
and that chick was ugly. He cheated on her with.
Dude, she was nasty. And then Shania Twain had an affair or slept with or married that dude.
Her boyfriend, right? Wasn't it the other
well, they kind of swapped partners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind
That's
of
how
weird.
that went.
Oh,
All
Very
right.
weird.
So we get to your number 4, Joseph. Number 5, I mean. On number 4.
A woman like Shania Twain should not be swapping people.
The list continues here.
Yeah.
AC/DC Highway to Hell. I will concede the floor to those who have spoken before me. I mean, yeah, perfect album. I mean, if I'm with Mark, I think Powerage is just a little bit better, especially the European track listing with Cold Hearted Man on it. But this is definitely the second best. I mean, you're not going to beat either of these albums by very much. So, Highway to Hell.
Charles, you see, look, I'm picking an album that everybody's picking. So I
think I'm hoping I'm the only one to pick this one. Some people, it might be his best. I don't know if it's his best to me, but I know a lot of people think it. A little album called Off the Wall by Michael Jackson.
Nice.
Somebody else did pick it.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
That's a mention for me too, Charles, because I knew you would pick that. I know you love MJ, man.
The king of pop, Michael Jackson, getting it started. Probably, like I said, a lot of people do think it's his best. I personally still think Thriller is. I'm sorry, and I love, but I love Bad the most. Bad is actually my favorite, but
me as well.
Yeah, but Off the Wall is a fantastic album, man. So essential listening. And that's what got the ball rolling with Michael Jackson, really, as a solo artist. So
I'm waiting for you to pick a Michael Jackson album. Freeform has never reviewed a Michael Jackson album. That needs to be rectified because he fucking rules. And more Prince albums. We only did one with Vincent Cavanaugh, the Prince soundtrack.
Oh my goodness.
I love Prince. But what's your number 4, Mooger Fooger?
My number 4 is Tom Petty, Damn the Portitos.
Damn the Portito. With Greg Bissonette on drums, right?
The Tortitos.
Greg Bissonette.
Because we're gonna attack a Mexican restaurant at some point.
Hey man, when I did Rush, Caress of Steel, I called it Careless of Steel. I fuck up names all the time.
I'm just fucking with you, dude. It's
anyway, I call this like the Tom Petty Greatest Hits CD almost. I mean, there's a lot of great songs on it. The classic lineup, the Jimmy Levine production. I mean, it's really good. I mean,
Ivy.
I have it on. I think I have it like 3 times on vinyl, like different, releases. So my wife loves Tom Petty. We love Tom Petty. We've seen Tom Petty a few times. Blessed to have seen him before he passed. And Damn the Torpedoes, man. That's a great record.
I had so many opportunities to see him, but I'm like, I'm going to see him next time. Never got to see him live, man.
I'm not talking about him till maybe comes up on my list. So.
Well, we saw him on the very first time I ever saw Tom Petty was on the Greatest Hits tour. And the next time I saw him was on the Wildflowers tour. And it might have been a solo Tom Petty, but he had the whole Tom Petty band with him.
Yeah.
And we saw him in Fort Wayne and South Bend. And then we saw him briefly until I passed out on another tour. So. That was my fault. So. But Damn the Torpedoes.
That's rock and roll, dude. That's fucking rock and roll, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but Nick Menzies died on stage. That's fucking rock and roll right there.
Come on.
Yeah.
The ox died in a hooker's arm. That's rock and roll right there.
Boss from Bad Company died in the studio recording an album. That's the way to fucking die, man. I'm telling you.
Like I'm looking for that Bad Company's Greatest Hits.
Let's just not go down that rabbit hole.
They have like
lots of people died on stage and died doing what they loved. So
yeah. So Andy,
let's just be cool that we got to hear all that good music.
Yeah.
I think Meatloaf died like 7 or 8 times on stage, but he managed to come back. That dude fucking put everything into this fucking show, dude.
It didn't matter.
All right, so we get to you, Andy, your number 4.
My number 4 is a live album. And I know we don't usually do live albums.
I didn't specify.
He didn't specify. I said do live albums if you guys wanted it. So,
but this was all new material played live. So this was also a new album, a live album, and all these were new songs that were released. talking about Neil Young and Crazy Horse with Rust Never Sleep.
Hey, hey.
Yep, this has Hey Hey My. Starts off acoustically and then it ends loud, hard, brash. This has one of my favorite songs by Neil Young called Thrasher. Also has Powderfinger on it, Sail Away, Welfare Mothers, Make Better Lovers. Really good album. Rust Never Sleeps by Neil Young and Crazy Horse.
Well, there's another one I didn't pick because I knew you picked, but it was on my mention. So that is a great album, man. You've been playing I've been playing a lot of those tracks for you lately.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I really do appreciate that because he's got so much. I think every year is going to have a Neil Young.
I got
song.
his whole discography for you, man. So whatever you want, I could find live tracks from him now because he does.
And I'm going to put him to use. Believe me, I will put him to use.
All right, so then I get to my number 4. It's already been mentioned on here, and people know me. What the fuck when I would say Cheap Trick Dream Police? Fucking that band is one of my favorite, and Charles knows. He knows there's cheap twit. What is it? What do you call them? Cheap trick tards or whatever. Charles.
Cheap twits.
Cheap twits.
Yeah.
Twits.
Yes.
Cheap twats. That's funny.
Yeah.
Cheap twats. I'm a cheap twat, but I'm not a dick about it. I love fucking Cheap Trick, man. I don't down people who don't like them. They don't get it. It's fine. Like I say, I'll enjoy it for you.
I like them. They're in denial though. They can be as mean as Kiss fans, the mean Kiss fans.
Nah, Kiss fans are worse. Kiss fans and Eagles
You know
fans.
who I'm finding out are just as bad are Rush fans.
Yeah.
What? We never say anything.
You call Neil Peart. They look at you like, you call his name is.
I didn't. I know. I was just telling you it's correct.
Fuck you. It's Neil Peart. You elitist bastards.
Oh, thank you.
They're just as bad, dude. They're hardcore.
Dude,
They are.
Dude,
No, they are.
They are.
Rush is from Canada. They're the most humblest people in the world.
Not the fans. Not the fans.
What are you talking about?
That Neil Peart thing just pisses me off.
Me and Al Horta rule. We're not dicks on our Rush love.
It's Neil Peart. I don't care what anybody
Here.
says. It's Peart.
They also love Star Trek, and you can see the posters behind that guy.
Yeah, fuck yeah! I love Star. You don't like Star Trek, Charles?
Not like Star Wars.
Fuck Star Wars.
Superior.
Oh yeah.
Story.
Star Wars has diluted their fucking shit.
So there's Star
with-
Trek.
No,
Dancing with
the Star Trek.
Stars is
The
where I'm at.
Star Trek shows are fucking
I
awesome.
don't know, man.
on
I'm
Paramount
kind of
Plus.
liking that Ahsoka show, dude. It's pretty cool, dude. I'm liking it.
The what?
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Well, I heard. Yeah, but it's hit or miss. The Boba Fett sucked until the
Yeah, it's pretty-
Mandalorian came in and saved it. You know, it's hit or miss. That Andor or whatever, that was fucking boring as fuck. I tried to
Dude,
get
the Obi-Wan show was awesome. That was the best lightsaber fight in Star
That
Wars.
was a good
Charles,
show.
we need to have a sidebar.
Yeah. I think we're waiting for Andy. Are we?
All right, so where are we
Who's
at? Who's on number 3?
I think it's
Gary.
Andy. Oh, we're
Somebody
going-
skipped over my
yeah.
number 4.
Oh, what's your number 4, man? My bad. No, you're on number 3, dude.
We did your number 4.
Number
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, it's
Did I do
Jerry's
number
number 3.
4?
We're up. Yeah.
Jerry, you're number
Yeah,
3,
you
man.
did it.
Who
I
is my
think-
number 4?
I think
Tom
Charles
Petty.
is.
No,
Charles
Jerry,
is
you're
the-
on number 3. I just did Cheap Trick,
Okay,
my number 4.
I'm gonna do it. I think Charles is the only sane one that agrees with me on this one. This is fucking an amazing album, dude.
Do I not get a number 4?
Didn't you do Tom Petty?
You did.
You
Yeah,
did Tom
Petty.
Petty. You did
Carry
Damn
on, Jerry.
Torpedoes.
Anyway,
Did mushrooms
this album
and passed
fucking
out. Yeah.
I had a bad song on this. Fucking Dirty Living is the best Peter Criss song. From the best voice in Kiss, Peter Criss.
Yes.
Hard Times, man. I forgot, but that what a great song that is, man.
You know, I blacked out when you said Peter Chris.
Dude, you know Pete's got a good voice. Fuck you.
God, no, he's a cheap Rod Stewart. I've always said that. I ain't changing my mind.
You shouldn't.
Pete's got the
Keith
best voice in
Rod
the band.
Stewart.
Hey, enjoy it, man. I don't have to listen to it.
And the second best solo album.
But I do like 2 of his songs off rock and roll over. So I was surprised. I like 2 of them, but there's one song I don't like on that album. It fucking sucks.
Well,
Hard
his
Luck
solo
Woman.
album-
Hard Luck
his
Woman is
solo album-
fucking horrible.
I love Hard Luck Woman. What's wrong?
That fuck that song. The other-
Horrible.
Baby Driver is fucking great. Like a Hard Luck Woman's like a
Whoever thought that song was great?
Hard Luck Woman.
No, Baby Driver.
I like Baby Driver.
Oh, baby driver. Fucking great song, dude.
Like how did Kiss get into this?
It sounds like
God
a
damn it.
Jerry
Jeff
picked it.
Bob
Oh,
Seger
Jerry
song.
picked.
Yeah, we're just talking about Dynasty.
Yeah,
Mark,
I'm
Mark,
joking with myself right now.
Mark, you're really gonna have to change this order around here because I'm starting to get a little pissed off. Actually,
Oh, because you're next.
Jerry keeps stealing my thunder, man.
Oh,
Dynasty's
God,
my
because he's
number
the
3
god
too.
of thunder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jerry took my number 3 too. Dynasty. Yeah, no, amazing album. Definitely in my top.
Dynasty.
The album is not disco.
No, not at all.
It isn't disco, just that one song.
Not
The
at
rest-
all.
The rest of it's pretty good. I like it. I like that album.
The
Probably
only
in
thing
my
made it
definitely in my top
disco
5
is
Kiss
'cause
albums.
I was
Wow.
made for loving you.
Yeah,
Had a
that's
floor on
it.
the floor.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I agree.
That's Dirty Living's a little disco-y, but I think it's an amazing track.
A great song.
Yeah, I like Crazy Nights better though.
It was the album.
Whoa.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I
I'm
can't.
not against you, Mark.
Mark,
Not
I think we're
against you.
breaking up here. Did I just hear you say you think Crazy Nights is better than Dynasty?
Hey, it's on the fucking Freeform Rock podcast. I'm not changing. Me and Jeff Beers thinks it's rad. There you go. Jeff Beers rules, by the way. Hey Jeff, I hope you're watching.
Better
But,
than Dynasty.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Come on.
Charles, what's your number 3?
It's Highway to Hell and by AC/DC, and no way is fucking Crazy Nights better than Dynasty ever. Come on. We're not talking about Rush or that lame shit you like.
I like Bon Jovi.
Yes.
That is a Bon Jovi album. So yeah, I like Crazy Nights. So.
Only like Kiss. You see, you're bringing out
It's
the
Kiss
album.
Jovi.
You're
I
doing
like
it
Kiss
again. You
Jovi.
do it all the time. You
I like
bring
Kiss
out
Jovi.
this militant Kiss fan that I really am. Come on. Don't do that. Highway to Hell, man. AC/DC. My favorite AC/DC album.
He just likes that picture of Paul Stanley in the thong, man.
He does. He loves it.
Yeah.
But that's it's my favorite AC/DC album. He has it above his bed at night. It's autographed too. Night Prowler rules.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
Girls
yeah.
Got Rhythm. Title
that's too
track.
much.
My favorite AC/DC song besides Long Way to the Top, so it'd be number 2. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but Touch Too Much
Oh, love that song.
is on that album.
Too
So
much.
now it's an album coming in number 3, Highway to Hell. I hope Mark picked it and then try to be trendy and not pick it. because
I
he
already
likes it
picked it at
better.
number
He already
5.
picked that one.
Oh, you
number
picked it 5. I forgot because you
Yeah, I
pissed me
picked
off.
it
Some
5.
Crazy Nights better than Dynasty.
That
It
was
makes me talk like Ted Nugent.
that must have erased your memory then because
Yeah.
that already happened.
I think we all should have Highway to Hell. So we'll
Well,
see.
yeah, I said, yeah.
Well,
I
4 of
could
us
not
have
pick-
so far.
Well, that's right. Yeah, about to review. Yeah.
All right, Mooger Fooger, man, your number what is it?
3.
Well,
3.
Am I up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I wasn't told if I could do live albums or not. So what I did was
you
Beast
asked
from
me, I
the
said
East,
yes.
Unleashed from the East, Judas Priest. And I just love that record. Because you have so many great live versions. Yes, I know Rob re-recorded his vocals in the booth. Who cares?
Yeah.
But Victim of Changes, I love the Sad Wings of Destiny version. The studio version is amazing, but the live version is untouchable. And I love that record. That's why it gets my number 3.
I don't.
No, that's a good one, man. Andy, what'd you pick?
Yep. I think I'm going to be the last one to pick this one at number 3. I would have.
That's a
Number-
clean sweep, isn't it?
fantastic album, beginning and end. And I agree, and I agree with Charles and Jerry. It is my favorite AC/DC album. It is my favorite. If you want blood, you've got it. I mean, man,
Oh,
the
yeah.
way Bon Scott just sounds amazing on there. He sounds amazing on this whole album. This was perfectly produced. It showed all the power that AC/DC has. So yeah, Highway to Hell. I love spinning this album. And my number 2 is Back in Black. It's my number 2 album from them. But number 1 is definitely Highway to Hell. It's just an amazing album.
I have to go High Voltage is my second.
I go Power Age, Highway to Hell, Back in Black.
So I would go Power Age after Highway to Hell. And then Back in Black and Dirty Deeds, I think, is underrated.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Dirty Deeds is awesome.
Let There Be Rock is great too.
Yeah.
Let There Be Rock rules.
No fun trying to be a millionaire.
I'm a problem child. Oh, fuck yeah.
Big Balls.
Big
We got the
balls.
biggest balls of them all, man.
And my favorite, their only ballad, Ride On.
That's
Love
a
that
great one.
song.
Right on. Right
Love
on.
All right. So
Jack was kind of like a blues ballad.
Yeah, but Ride On was just.
Yeah, it was. That's a true ballad.
It was just that groove, man. That's
Yep.
a great groove on that
Boom,
song.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Fucking great. And
All
then
right,
where are
who's
we?
next?
I'm next. I was waiting for you guys to finish talking about Right On. Right
You're on your way home, sweet home. Right?
All right. So I go number 3. It was already mentioned earlier in this episode. I think the next 3 have already been mentioned in this episode, but fucking I gotta go with Candy O, man. That is my favorite Cars album. The first one is my second because the song Candy O, fucking it just rules. I could listen to that song a million times in a row and not get bored of it.
I got the debut by a hair. It's my
Yeah,
favorite.
me too.
Yeah, I just love this, and I love Dangerous Type. God,
Yeah,
this fucking
Dangerous Type.
song, this album just rules. Candy-O, the whole album, top to bottom, is just my favorite. It's more new wave-ish than the first one. I love new wave, and the first album was more rock mixed with new wave, and this one just totally went into new wave direction, and I fucking enjoyed it.
You got Let's Go. That's pretty
Yeah,
rocking.
it's great, but the rest of the album is kind of different. They changed up from the first one, you know. So then I pick Candy-O. That's my number 3. So what's your number 2, Jerry?
My number 2 is my favorite album by these guys. How was it? Shane or Joseph that said that they didn't like it? Or was it you that said you didn't like the Linda Ronstadt? You're no good. But Van Halen 2, my favorite Van Halen album. And I get a lot of shit. Dance the Night Away is my favorite Van Halen song. I've got a lot of good memories with that song. That's why it's my favorite. Yeah. But Beautiful Girls, DOA, I mean, just loaded with great fucking songs. Definitely my favorite Van Halen album. A hair over the debut. I mean, it just anything Hagar touched doesn't even fucking come close to this one. But
I agree with that. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
But I love that album, dude. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
How can you top that fucking debut? Van Halen 2. That's how you.
Fair Warning.
No, Van Halen 2 is better than that.
You do a Spanish Fly. Spanish Fly.
Fucking great shit, dude. Yep.
It's Fair Warning debut and then Van Halen 2. And then Women. And then I think I like, the last one is always Diver Down. 1984. It's right below.
No, I have to go with, if you count all of David Lee Roth, Different Kind of Truth is my least favorite.
Oh, I didn't even count that in the first 6-pack. I'm talking about the 6-pack.
Okay.
Now I'd put Different Kind of Truth above Diver Down. I love that album.
That was disappointing.
I was listening to it today. Fucking rules. Chinatown, As Is. Fucking album
I can't get over that tattoo song.
Dave Frost. Dude, that song is not bad. It's not the best.
I like Tattoo.
Dude, Stay Frosty, As Is,
That song sucks,
Chinatown.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking regging on Dave. I shouldn't do that.
You and Your Blues fucking
It's
rules.
better than Hagar stuff. Okay.
You and Your Blue. Dude, that album is fucking great. Fuck. Okay, where are we at? Joseph, you're number 2, right?
Yep.
Jerry's
Jerry,
still
I swear, Jerry,
No way.
I swear,
No way.
I freaking swear.
All right, he's going first. All right, next time. All right, for number
I
one.
doubt.
one more.
I really doubt we have the same number one. But
Nah, I don't think so either.
Van Halen.
Everybody
2,
knows what my number one is. So I don't even have to fucking say it if you know me. So
Van Halen 2, definitely.
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite
that's
Van
why I
Halen
didn't
album.
pick it.
Definitely my favorite Van Halen album. Just like Jerry said, just a little bit over the debut, but just I mean, yeah, you can't. I mean, Out of Love Again, Light Up the Sky,
great album, dude.
Somebody Get Me a Doctor. Oh my God, just Women in Love, Beautiful Girls. So many amazing freaking songs.
Oh, dude, I just have fucking great memories with that album, dude. Man,
Yeah,
great fucking. That's why. I think that's probably why I like it.
The summer album.
yeah.
It is. It's the perfect summer album.
5150 also. So Jerry,
Van Halen
never
2 and Scorpions
Summer in
Blackout.
Hell.
I do
maybe.
like Summer Nights off 5150.
5150
That's all I
rules.
like.
I
I
love
like
this.
5150 more than Van.
5150 does not rules.
No,
It does not.
It does to
sucks.
me.
It rules to me.
Yeah, 5150 rules.
I
So what's
feel
your number
like
two,
to stay
Charles?
out of the argument because I got two great bands out of it. I got Everything I Love from Roth, Everything I Love from Hagar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just more Van Halen is all it is.
But I always had Alex and Eddie. That's what I always had.
Mhm.
That's all I always ever needed. Whoever wants to sing, great, sing.
Oh, it does matter.
Well, you also
Patty
had
Smythe-
Michael.
Patty Smythe would have been better.
Michael was piped in during their tours.
Ooh.
They had tapes of Michael Anthony's backing vocals with Roth, so with
No
Wolf on
shit.
there. Yeah,
I
that's
never
been
heard
through-
that.
Yeah, they piped in his backing vocals on the
Oh,
old tracks. Yeah.
I hope he got some residuals for those backing.
Oh, he signed those
He-
away
he
to go on
did
his
Oh
not.
yeah,
business
no,
card.
he didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Too
so
nuts
the-
of a guy.
So who's next? You already
Charles,
went,
I
Mooger?
think.
Charles.
Yeah. My number two is my favorite double album by this group. They've had a couple, I think. I know they had a triple too. One of the definitive punk albums ever.
mhm.
Double album from the Clash called London Calling. What a fucking album. And if you don't know it, unlike Night Ranger,
I know that album. I like it.
Come on.
Days and you're getting one last Night Ranger dig in there. I'm saying to people, if they don't know it, check it out, man, because it is such a diverse album. And it will probably blow your mind how. No, I won't check out Night Rangers again. I already know their albums. People know Night Ranger.
People
But it's
know
such
the
a
Clash.
diverse group of album. You got me fucking, man. Let me talk again. We're getting a ghost moment again.
No, I'm sorry. I just said,
Yeah.
well, people know the Clash.
It's
too,
diverse.
sorry.
You got punk rock, you got ska, you got like 50s music on there. You got Train in Vain, which is pretty much a contemporary rock pop song of the time. And that's kind of what separated the Clash from a lot of the other punk bands because they could go in such diverse areas. So London Calling, I think it's their best work. So number two of 1979. Big shock what my one will be. Coming.
You guys will never guess my number one.
Me
Uh,
neither.
that's
Never
why I
guessed
did.
mine.
That's why I didn't pick it. Mooger Fooger, your number two.
My number two is Highway to Hell.
That's a
mean,
clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
It's got to be a clean sweep because what is there not to say about that? Because am I wrong to say that If You Want Blood, You Got It was off of that tour?
It was the Powerage tour.
Yeah, they had the live album. If You Want Blood, You Got It. Fucking EP.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that
saying.
came out before Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
off of the Highway to Hell record. So the very first time I saw as a kid, other than Kiss record, was this guitar going through some dude's like a torso.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit.
And the ketchup.
Who is this? They were actually killing people on stage. I gotta listen to this, man. And therefore, I'm an ACDC fan for life. So
Yeah.
that's why that's my number two.
What's your number two,
Oh.
Andy?
My number two I'm so disappointed because there's an album here that should have been number 4, but I miscounted. I'll talk about that later. But my number 2, The Wall by Pink Floyd, is my definite number 2. Another concept album that's just fantastic. This album is just fantastic from beginning to end. It took me a while to get into The Trial on side 4.
Good morning.
I love that. I love that one.
But when I got it. But man, sides 1, 2, 3, and 4, whoo, man, I love it all the way through. And I really love David Gilmour's different guitar tones almost throughout the whole album. His guitar tone did not really stay the same for long on The Wall. He kept changing that tone. So,
dude, that Conquering Numb solo is
that's the best solo of all time.
It's my favorite solo of all time.
Best solo of all time. I always tell that to people.
I always turn it up when it comes on the radio, and just to get that solo in. Damn, so good.
Yeah,
so that's my number 2.
Now I feel bad. I should have made Pink Floyd The Wall a clean sweep. Fuck, but I fucking.
How do you know it's gonna be a clean sweep?
Because everybody's picked it already except me.
Have we?
I haven't picked it.
No,
you two are picking it.
Andy and I were the only ones that picked it.
Yeah, there's other people gonna pick it.
No, well, Shane picked it too.
Yeah, Shane picked it too.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I get to we've already covered this one. Van Halen 2, man. Beautiful Girls. I'm on the seaside, sit, just smoke it and drink it. I'm ringside, on top of the world. Top of the world. I got a drink in my hand. I got my toes in the sand. All I need is a beautiful girl. And fucking DOA, Dead or Alive.
You're no good.
You're no good. Fucking dude, this album is a fucking summertime album. It's just like 2 steps ahead of 5150 is one of my favorite summertime albums.
Okay, for you. All right. That's
for me. So Van Halen 2 is my number 2.
I agree with you, Mark, on that.
Oh, Andy.
In fact,
hey, man, we can all agree to disagree, man. You know, let's be like Ringo Starr. Peace, man. Peace, man. And they also sang
OU812 is the ultimate jump off a cliff album.
I like that one better than VH2 as well.
Oh, you want to jump off?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
here we are. You're still here.
Yeah,
because he hasn't.
I think finish what you started is one of the worst.
All right, Jerry. Let's just finish what we started. We're at our number 1. Dun, 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 dun. Jerry, your number 1, man.
My number 1, of course, everybody knows it. Remember, it's fucking Survivor.
Asshole.
Put it on, Jerry. Put it on.
There he goes.
My hands down, man. The fucking best album in 1979, dude. I mean, what hasn't been talked about this album? I mean, and Roger Waters always talks about this fucking album, so you had to have heard it, even if you're not a Pink Floyd fan. The only part about it I don't like, but I understand it, is the Vera and Bring the Boys Back Home part.
Oh, I love Vera and Bring the Boys Back Home.
I get it. I get what it means as far as the story stuff, but I don't know. I just never really cared for that. But like, there's some Don't Leave Me Now, Nobody Home. There's some deep tracks in there, just fucking incredible. All 3 versions of The Brick in the Wall. Fucking Goodbye, Cool World. I mean, The Show Must Go On. Fucking Run Like Hell.
Turns.
Oh, yes.
Outside the Wall, the very end part. Just everything about that. The movie.
Dude, when you were a kid.
Blue Sky.
Yeah, Goodbye Blue Sky. Hey, Jerry, when you were a kid and in school and you heard Pink Floyd, did you used to sing that in the schoolyard? Fucking, hey, teacher.
I went to a Catholic school, and that was one of the songs that we were not allowed to listen to.
Oh, dude, I remember
we weren't allowed to watch The Exorcist. I did anyway, but I'm just saying.
We were singing We Will Rock You and fucking Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, man. It's like, it's the schoolyard at that time.
I mean, I would be lying if I said that wasn't one of the songs that got me into Pink Floyd, but you know, I think it's actually kind of one of the weaker songs. But
well, yeah, but
it
that's
was
the song that got you. That was the ear candy that got you into a great album. Sure. Got me into the band.
I had the single. It was that, and I flipped it over, and it had One of My Turns on it. That's a great fucking song.
Yeah.
That is the album that's the song that got me into the band, that got me into my favorite album, Animals. You know. Yeah. Animals is my favorite, man. Fucking
But yeah, I
prog
mean,
rock genius.
I'm sure none of you guys are surprised about that.
No, no, Jerry, I had no idea.
And I don't care if you motherfuckers picked it. I'm picking it because I like it.
That's fine. I only picked Survivor because you know what? Survivor's getting a lot of play. They haven't got play in years. So good job for getting an obscure band out there in Survivor. But Joseph, what's your number one, man?
Okay. So first of all, Survivor is not an obscure band.
Well, but compared to the bands we're picking,
Not at all.
compared to the bands, they were overlooked in 1979.
Okay, so my number one, it has been mentioned before by the Mooger Fooger, and that is Scorpions' Love Drive.
Wow.
Great, probably my favorite Scorpions album. Still,
I
I always say
that, I thought that was 80. That's why I didn't put it on any of my list.
nope, 79.
It was 79. That's
Yeah.
one of my mentions also. So there you go.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said when we were doing the Blackout Creatures of the Night episode, Blackout kind of keeps creeping up. I don't think it'll ever take this off the top spot. I mean, this is from top to bottom, it's a perfect album. Loving You Sunday Morning, Another Piece of Meat, Love Drive, Holiday, Can't Get Enough, Is There Anybody There? I mean, just so many amazing.
The one part where
Coast to Coast.
The one part where Holiday, it's all acoustic and then it goes longing for the sun. And it's just like so short, but that's the best part of the song.
And that's why the studio version will always be better than the worldwide live version, because I'm tired of them not playing that part live.
That part is the best part of the song.
Play the whole damn song. That's the best.
I like the acoustic part, but fucking end it.
That's the reason.
That I did not hear until I got the actual album.
Yeah.
By the way, from the library in 1986.
I got albums from I got the Go-Go's.
My library had Love Drive. Come on.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Was it this cover or was it the titty cover?
No, it was that cover.
Okay.
You see, that's the cover that I've got.
All I know is they had Love Drive.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. They have Worldwide Live.
Yeah.
Worldwide Live is my friend Tim Newbolt's favorite live album of all time. So he fucking rules. Hey Tim, if you're watching, what's up, brother? So what's your number one, Charles?
From December 1979, a great classic album, Chipmunk Punk, coming in at number one. No, I'm teasing. No, I'm joking. It came out.
I like that album though.
Came out in 1980. Just joking around. No, of course, The Wall, the greatest concept album of all time, Pink Floyd, by far. Get that? I know you love Queensryche, Mark, and their little album with "I Have a Stranger" on it and all that. No, The Wall, perfected concept album as far as I'm concerned. Started by the Beatles with Sgt. Pepper's, and perfected by Pink Floyd in 1979. I, like Mark, do prefer Animals better, but that's because of a little bit of listening fatigue. If I was going to be honest with myself, The Wall is probably my favorite, actually, but Animals is just a hair fresher to me.
Well, Animals, Dark Side, then The Wall.
Dark Side will always be my favorite.
Dark Side is 2.
I love Pipers at the Gate of Dawn.
I do too.
Yeah.
I can't get into the early stuff.
I can't get into it either. I can't stand that dude's voice.
And I cut off with the final cut. After the final cut, they just went to Poopville.
They did on a Division Bell. That was horrible album.
Fucking Division Bell rules.
Whoa, fuck off. Who said that Division Bell was a horrible album?
Me.
Division Bell rules.
Awful.
Rules. They
Pink
have
Fraud.
one good song on there. High Hopes.
I appreciate you. I do.
However, who said Pink Fraud?
I respect your opinion, but that's wrong.
So Roger Waters leaves the band. Roger Waters leaves the band. So those guys are supposed to just quit too.
Yeah.
Well, Roger Waters' solo stuff was no picnic.
David Gilmour. David Gilmour
solo shit sucked.
They all okay.
Yeah. I like Radio
suck
Chaos by
apart,
Roger
period,
Waters
I
though.
think.
None of them
rules, dude.
I liked Radio Chaos by Roger Waters.
No,
Jim Ladd was on there. That's why. Because I'm biased because my favorite DJ is on that album, playing the DJ on that album, Jim Ladd. So that's why I like that album.
I'll go a step further than all you guys. Not a single person that played on this album made a single good album after this album.
Oh, Richard Wright's album was. You heard his album, dude?
Oh,
It was
God,
really
no.
good, dude.
no,
No.
they're better together.
I know you're all saying Richard Wright had a solo album.
But I heard
Yeah,
Nick
he-
Mason's Salsa. I heard Nick Mason's Salsa Full of Secrets band is pretty good.
It
Even
wasn't
though
bad.
Final Cut they weren't on it together a lot.
No.
That's really
It was kind
Toto,
of
wasn't it?
it
Wasn't
was kind of a
Toto?
The last true album, all four of them was "Wish You Were Here." I think.
Yeah.
Even
Great
Animals,
album.
they were pretty much.
really?
All right, man. So who did Charles, you just did Pink Floyd, The Wall?
Yeah, the wall.
Okay,
Number
Mooger
one.
Fooger, you're number one, man.
My number one. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Survivor.
Survivor.
Do it. Say it.
My favorite band since the time I was a knee high to a grasshopper was Kiss. So it's Dynasty.
Dynasty, yeah.
And if I was in
Wrong.
Australia, I would call it Dynasty. But there,
Hey, make sure Chris Sinzak and Eric Camara watch this episode because they're gonna say, "Oh, we love you."
and then they're gonna
may
turn it
or
off
may
when they
not,
hear you
but
say that Crazy
my
Nights is better than
fact is
Dynasty.
that
Hey,
I think
Chris
I might
Sinzak
actually-
loves Crazy Nights. Chris
But
Sinzak.
not more than Dynasty.
I love Crazy Nights. So,
Thank you.
but the fact is, you dropped the needle on this record, which I didn't until 1995, when they reissued the USB issues of these things. And I thought, oh my God, I've got a little paper route money. I'm going to buy the record. And I put it on. I heard some of the earliest Kiss so much later. And you dropping the needle on that. There wasn't one song I wanted to skip. And still isn't. And I'm now 49 years old. So this had to be
Like
like
you're old.
160 years ago. I put that needle on that record and I loved it. So that is, and I'm unabashedly a Kiss fan. So come the 1979, I have to pick Dynasty.
Dynasty.
it's dying, man.
You're
That's
my
how the Australians-
you're my
Oh, hold
you're my
on, I got-
destiny. You're
I
my
got
destiny.
a very important thing to show you guys. Hold on.
Well, I'm starting to do Back to the Future here. You're my destiny. All right.
Oh, the book.
Jillian Gill has put out an amazing record. Let me put it outside. A book, not a record.
Julian Gill rules.
Oh, that's cool. It's kind of blurry.
I think I met him at
There you
the Rainbow with Chris and his wife, Julian Gill. He was there. Nice guy, man.
You can go onto Amazon, order this book. It's all about, now this is not 1970, this is 1979, 1980 to 81.
Yeah, it's all about
whole
the Unmasked tour.
tour deal. So
Charles will love that. He loves that album.
Yes, sir.
woo, I love Unmasked. So if you ever want to do something on that, let me know.
Great
Oh,
album.
I would love
Great
to do
album.
it. I would love to do a review of
That's the
Unmasked.
soundboard I want them to put out. Is that Australia,
The
either
Sydney show?
Sydney or wherever? That's like about the best I've heard Kiss sound live in that era.
Oh,
Was that
they were on
Australia?
fire, weren't they,
were,
buddy?
Huh?
They were on fire, weren't they, Charles?
Oh yeah, that was fucking fantastic.
That was Eric Carr, right? Yeah. it was
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah.
All right.
Did they have
man.
the tank? Tank wasn't for until
No,
No,
was
not yet.
Creatures.
Creatures tour. Creatures, and then Lick It Up as well.
Okay.
A little bit.
Andy, what's your number one?
My number one, Joseph, it's okay to pick the same artist twice. Frank Zappa, Shake Your Booty, number one, double album, fantastic. This was the album that I got introduced to Frank Zappa. My uncle made a copy for me on cassette, And me and my buddies used to drop acid every once in a while and throw on Zappa.
Oh
And
wow.
man, this was some really
bad
great.
boy.
It's got some really good songs on here. It's got great songs all the way through. A couple of really good guitar solos. I'm sorry, guitar. Oh, I'm so sleepy. But a couple of really good instrumentals, which shows Frank Zappa is the greatest guitar player in rock. Will be Frank Zappa, in my opinion. This is just great all the way through. Double album, and there is not, for a double album, there's not a single weak moment on Shake Your Booty. Just a great album, and I jammed it just Monday just to see if it's going to be my number one, because as soon as I heard 79, I knew what was going to be my number one. Then I built around it. So Shake Your Booty by Frank Zappa.
Nice. And you guys have already talked about that. This would be on my list. One of the few artists I cried about who died, and it was 3 of them. It was fucking Neil Peart, Tom Petty, Neil Peart, whatever, Neil Peart, whatever. Tomato. But Prince and Tom Petty. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Like, just even thinking about this, going to shows and seeing my mom took me to his fucking thing from, I think, the Let Me Up I Had Enough tour. Saw him like up to fucking Full Moon Fever like 6 or 7 times. Fucking great fucking artist, great fucking album. Century City, man. You got the fucking girl. It's just the normal noises in here. You know, they leave the raw shit in there. The fucking album's just like a fucking Louisiana rain. My God, that fucking song just fucking rules.
Beautiful song.
And then nobody ever puts Mike Campbell in one of the greatest guitar players of all time. And it's like, I remember an interview with Tom Petty talking about Mike, saying, it's like that song by Dire Straits, he doesn't want to make it cry or sing. Mike doesn't want to do long solos. He doesn't want to show off. He wants to play within the song. And he has to push him to do a guitar solo because he's one of the best soloists. Listen to Running Down a Dream. Listen to Don't Do Me Like That. Listen to that fucking rhythm that dude is just playing. Tom Petty and Heartbreakers, Down to Torpedoes is my number 1 album from 1979.
Like I said, I messed up on my count, and I did have Tom Petty, Damn the Torpedoes in my top 5.
Nice.
Because I got the album right here, and I just misplaced it.
Can I get an extra copy of that? Or I have to buy it.
I will send you my CD for that, Jerry.
Oh, dude, you don't have to. I'm just kidding, dude.
Man. I don't need both.
Well, you want to get the deluxe edition. Deluxe edition's rad.
I don't give a shit about deluxe editions.
They got some good shit on there.
Super extra 10 songs.
Dude, Tom Petty, anything by Tom Petty's good.
I want that Survivor Super Deluxe version.
So do I, Charles.
Yes, I want it. Get it for me.
2020.
Survivor debut album.
Somewhere in America. The fucking harmonies on that album is fucking amazing. And the fucking solos that Frankie does, it's fucking hard rock. Fuck. Disrespecting the Survivors, rude.
Mark.
What?
Jerry, Charles, Andy, Joseph. Yes. I gotta go.
Yeah, we're gonna say goodbye right now, man.
All
right, James.
Thank you, Jerry. You always do the goodbyes, man.
Bye. Nah, seriously, guys, thank you for all being on tonight. I know you guys get up early. I'm actually off tomorrow for a change, so I don't have to get up early. So get some sleep, man. Had a fun episode with you guys tonight, man.
Yeah, man, this was really fun. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
it was really fun hanging out with you, Shane and Joseph and Charles and Mark and Jerry. Thank y'all so much for having me here.
And don't forget to check out your show.
Oh yes, we have the Blackspinner Circle on Wednesdays. I'm not too sure what I'm doing this coming Wednesday, but also Jerry and I are kicking off our new show called 3 Shots Down that starts on Monday. which will be out the end of next week. Also, Jerry and I will have our football podcast on Tuesday, the Gridiron Smackdown, for week 3 or 4. Jerry, I always get the weeks wrong.
Week 3.
Okay, for week 3.
And I still, like I said to Joseph yesterday, and Charles, I still want to do a wrestling show. Well, once I get this first show out of the way, I definitely want to do that too.
Yeah, I'm kind of contemplating names right now.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, cool.
Just remember, you guys got to make time for this show and the other show.
No,
Do
you
whatever you
remember,
want.
buddy.
Huh?
You gotta make time for us.
I do
Busy.
make my time is always there for you guys, man. Shit, I just need you at Thursdays and Saturdays. That's
You gotta
it.
watch some wrestling. You gotta get with the program.
Wrestling. I like the wrestlers make the best actors. I love The Rock. I love Roddy Piper. I think that's it. Well, there's a lot
Gotta
of
let
Jesse
Shane
Ventura.
go, man. I gotta go to work too.
All right, man. Hey, Shane, man. Thank you for being on here. Charles, final thoughts.
Thanks for everybody on. Like, share, subscribe, and go Browns. And let's have a great day.
3-0.
Later, guys. Get some sleep,
Take
man.
care,
Bye-bye.
guys.
See
Go
you guys on
Irish, beat
Saturday.
Ohio State.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Joseph, say goodbye, man. I forgot, man.
See you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Later,
on.
everybody. See
All
you,
right,
Andy.
later.
Shane.
Later. Bye.
Good night.